then as this room fill up,
Ready? Run from it. Destiny arrives all the same. Now it's here. Or should I say?
I am. Come on with it, Cowboy Nation. Everyone that's listening, be sure to hit that like button. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Come on, Cowboy Nation, stand tall. Or not at all. Cowboys breaking. Trevon Diggs was involved in an accident and he is ruled out. Ouch. Cowboys in a must-win game, a divisional game. Put a 1 in the chat, the audio is straight. In a must-win game versus the rival. Washington, 5, 4, 3, 2, and good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Are we the most injured team in the National Football League or snake bitten, right? Like, things continue to happen to us. Like, this is going to happen to us, you know? Yeah, there's casualties in war, and the war of attrition is a war that we've been losing in for quite some time. Now, it's riddled with injuries. It's riddled with the inability to stay afloat or stay healthy. I know my next season campaign will be because this season campaign was I had 2 wishes. Ray J had 1. And y'all already know the wish that I had, you know, with my 2 wishes, you know. And that was, can we run the ball? And we was able to do that, you know. We are able to run the ball. And can we stop the run? I blame me. I should have put in there, can we stay healthy? You know, good grief, man. Trevon Diggs, of course, a lot of people can argue that he's been a shell of himself. One can also note that you would think that Trevon Diggs' first game would have been right around this time instead of playing week 1, right? And I felt as if, though, we kind of rushed the kid out there on the field. And if you can play, you can play. That's the old football adage. If you can play, you can play. Got a chance to talk to Siobhan Revel last night. Him, the father, the senior, not the junior. It is one of those situations that if we need anybody to be showcasing their skill set and ability, would be Siobhan Revel. But let me contextualize it. He's a rookie. He haven't been in anybody's training camp outside of working rehabs, and he haven't played no preseason games. So expecting that to happen would be kind of like we are to be doomed, you know. I think that the inability for the Cowboys front office, and this is, to me, I hate talking truths about this because it comes off as negative connotations. I have no other way to tell you guys the truth without telling you guys the truth. The reality of it is that we operate out of comfort and extreme optimism. It's okay to be optimistic, right? It's okay to say, yes, I got heaven right here on earth. You know, it's okay to believe that. You know, it's okay to understand that everything gonna work its way out. But you got to put some realism in that, you know. Diggs had an accident at his crib, at his home. What he's doing? You know, jump rope, hopscotch. What he doing? Spree, what you call that? Hide and go seek. You know, his brother wasn't at home, wasn't he? They played something else. So JD from C, or you still want me to put the DC in there, you know. All right, he states, at what point do we start addressing the training staff? Now, this happened at the house. You know, the training staff looking at it like, hey, well, what do I got to do with this, man? Wait a minute, he's at his crib. And he fell off. Yeah, so, ooh. Okay. It was an accident at the crib. Okay. Now I just got a text message, so I was just trying to draw the line, trying to make sure that everything is okay. No. Okay, my guy John Machoda, let me see. He just texted me. Okay, let me see. And he says, This story kind of reminded him when Dez Bryant had cut his finger making soup, and he was laughing about it, saying it was extremely minor. Yeah. Okay. So I getting some messages coming in my phone. All right, so here's what I'm gonna say, and I don't want to derail the show as much. J Diz,
$5. So Diggs had an accident at home, or is the Jones family setting up something? Doubt they are doing something, so must be real.
All right, so his accident at the crib. All right, so let's go back to the beginning of all of this, to the origin story. All right, we gonna take y'all down memory lane. Trevon Diggs at the start of the offseason rehabbed on his own, right? He went to the Florida weather, right? And there's a nice facility out there. He rehabbed, he worked out there, and he tried to do his best to come back in tip-top shape. The rehab that was reported from Cowboys last season was a failure, to a point that even Jerry Jones spoke ill will of Trevon Diggs, and he stated that he could have been better on his rehabilitation, right? We fast-forwarding to what happened. He went on ahead and seek to do his own rehabilitation with his own people, who's one of the top in the business. And I think that if you substitute Texas weather during the summertime versus Florida weather during the summertime, give me Florida, right? And if you substitute working out and rehabbing in the sands and on grass opposed to being in the triple heats of Dallas, give me that. Give me working and rehabilitating in Florida juxtaposed to Dallas. Let's just be real. The climate is not right. And if anybody played any levels of sport, you will know that working out inside of turf or on concrete is damaging to your legs, damaging to your lower body extremities. So you got to work out where it's comfort, where it's grass or sand, and you still need some resistance, but not that much like concrete and as well as turf. That's bad for you, right? So I think that Trevon Diggs did a wonderful job of recovering. But during that time frame, which is waivable, and it's subjective of whether or not the Jones family could waive the fee or charge the fee. They charged the man $500,000 for not working out with the facility, which a lot of people, even in the chat, is saying, hey, our workout facility, yeah, we get cool points of like having Dr. Cooper and all of those things as far as surgery, but one can argue that our workout facility or the people that helps in that department gets F's across the board, right? So with that being said, it was reported at one point that Trevon Diggs wasn't working out properly, which he was, and he showed up and he was ready and available to play week 1. Now, fast forward into now, he hurt himself at his crib without nobody watching, right? So, and I think he's from the DMV, right? And he's playing against a team that's located in the DMV, right? He's playing against a team, Washington, that everybody, kinfolks, mama, uncle, cousin, Tupac, and Biggie knows, right? And he might not want to get embarrassed. I don't know. I can only speculate. But one of the things that I can say is that the Jerry Joneses, they tend to rush players back off of injuries. And in my mind, and in my time with the Cowboys, I can clearly tell you that the Cowboys do rush players back to a point. Overshawn is being prepped to be rushed back. Hey, I talked to Siobhan Revel Sr. They was trying to or attempt to rushing him back. And even though he lamented and said, and I'm paraphrasing, even though he lamented and said, basically, hey, I can't jump the way I used to jump. And he was right. As a father, you got to protect your offspring. And I know some people at this particular spot watching me right now will go to the edge of the earth to protect their said son or daughter, right? And that's what you're supposed to do. Even last year when we had Stacy Elliott, the father of Ezekiel Elliott, when he banged the table and said, I got $10,000 to give to somebody if they can prove that my son is washed. Well, lo and behold, a lot of people made tapes. No 10 bands were spent, but that's a whole nother conversation. So what I'm getting at is that we do tend to rush products back because we feel as if though if we paid them, we got to play them. Let me say this again. If we paid them, we got to play them. And my only advice to Josh Butler, my only advice to Siobhan Revel and anyone else, Overshawn, don't rush it. The race is not to the swift. JD
from DC, $9.99. We have top-notch workout facilities and a Temu training staff.
Yes, indeed. We do. Temu. JD, it pains me. One of the biggest pains that I know is for people at .com, they are not making money. And one of the other painful thing that I do know, and I'm not trying to throw this around, one of the other painful things that I do know is that the coaching staff in general, comparable to the other coaching staff in the National Football League, is getting paid dog food or dog water compared to the other contextually other coaching staff. And I get it. Like Jerry Jones, he walks around and they talk about that they are the highest franchise and they make all of this money. I guess that's how they make it, because they don't share it. They don't give it out. And it's crazy. It's crazy how they don't pay people and they hold on to older people there and they refuse to make the necessary adjustments. No shade at anybody at .com or at anybody that working within the confines of the facilities there, that they should be able to get paid a little bit more money, The problem is Elam is worse than Diggs. This is Brandy. I don't think Elam is better than Andre Booth, man. Come on. Yeah, wait a minute. So, Jerry.
Take the money out! All of it!
Yeah.
Come on! You're wasting my time now. Come on!
Max.
Come on!
Millie states that Revel is his own corner. No, he's a man-to-man corner. He's a physical corner. He's a hitter. He's a thumper. So he's definitely not a zone corner. And I brought that up last night on Cowboys and Chill with my guy Siobhan Revel. And I don't know, let me see if I can pull this up real quickly, just real quickly. Wasn't prepared to go live this soon, but since, hey, the grease is hot, let's drop this fish. And let me see if I can bring this portion of the interview up. Let me see if I can bring this up. I appreciate everybody, man. I thank y'all. I love y'all to the sky, the moon, the sun, and all of that stuff back. Let me see if I can pull this up. Appreciate y'all. Thank each and every last one of you all for tuning in and being part of these type of conversations. Let me see. Okay, we got that. We're not going to listen to that thus far, but yeah. Here we go right here. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up now. Bear with me, Hail Mary.
He made news in training camp. He wasn't trying to make news in training camp. He made news in training camp because he went on 105.3 The Fan and said, my son ain't coming back for 6 weeks. Or I don't want my son to come back for 6 weeks.
6 to 8 weeks.
I'm glad.
He said that, right? And he wasn't predicting that. He was saying as a father,
Yeah.
I want my son to be healthy. And everybody took it that, damn, something wrong with Siobhan. He ain't come back for 6 weeks. That's not what you said.
Yeah, that's not what I said.
But it's 6 weeks later, Siobhan ain't back.
I'm telling you, right?
So, Siobhan, with that being said, when expectations meet reality, what are they going to get out of your son? Being here in the silver and blue and the star on the side of the helmet, what do you see out of your son playing with the Cowboys right now?
Nobody really expected him to be what he had turned out to be. All I'm saying is, as a dad, I know that the Cowboys get more than what they drafted. Being a third-round draft pick and being considered a first-round draft pick, they know what they got. But I don't think they really know until he shows them. So what they getting out of him is a top-notch caliber player. You don't be compared to some of the greatest that he's been compared to without knowing the game. So I think that even the Cowboy fans that don't really know, they say this and they say this and they say, they talk down, some talk up. All I'm saying is, in my son, I feel like they're getting something real special. It's kind of scary. If he's 100% healthy and he stay 100% healthy for the next 5 years, he's going to be a Pro Bowler all day long. If Nick Saban says you're the best player in the college football.
Yeah, Nick tried to get him. He didn't go to Nick.
He didn't go to Nick.
Yeah,
he didn't go to
tried
LSU.
Yeah,
he didn't go to Texas. He stayed at that.
He should have went to Texas.
ECU. But I told him, I said,
in the playoffs,
never be loyal to disloyalty.
Yeah. Okay.
He was loyal.
Listen
to
properly.
Disloyalty.
You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he gonna get tested.
Yeah.
But I don't care how much you get tested.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna throw them bullshit routes.
No.
Yeah. Come
and
on
he
with
gonna
it.
snatch them shits.
He
I
gonna snatch
guarantee you, if
Snatch
they
them
try him
shits.
3 times in the first game he there, he gonna pick one.
He gonna
Okay.
get one.
Mark my word, what's today?
You heard it here first.
I'm going to give me a Revel jersey if
Yeah,
that
you
happens.
supposed to already have it.
I'm going to wear it
You supposed
right
to
here.
already had it.
I'm supposed to already have it.
You already had it.
He
Oh,
changed
you gotta have one.
I'm
Trying to get in one of them houses.
gonna watch yours.
Real quickly, slow down. How much you watch the offensive line? They play.
All right, so we gonna circle back on that other topic right there. Yes, indeed. He asked how long you been watching the Cowboys. He gonna bring up Terrence Steele. He had a great thought and conversation about what Terrence Steele is and what he brings to the table. I asked Revel Senior, where do he comp his son? And let me see if I can find that video or find that segment in this particular video. And we're going to try to see what he says. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up from this. Oh, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
yeah, no, that makes sense. And that's after the bye. And that's at that time
After the bye.
with Overshawn. They expect
exactly.
Overshawn back after the bye. And listen, he's going to be solid. He's going to be good. Is he going to be his prime best?
I don't know that.
Right now, I don't know
There's
that.
some great receivers in the league.
He's a
for
great
you.
receiver.
You got to be
No.
on the top of your
No.
game.
You got to be on top of your
You
game.
know what I'm saying?
What's your comp for your son?
What you mean, competition?
No. I'm
No,
talking
comparison.
about
Who you compare
Who I
to?
Who you compare your son
who-
to? That's your
In the
son.
league right now.
Yeah, right now.
Jalen Ramsey.
He's
He's a Jalen Ramsey, Patrick Surtain type of player.
Come
You
on,
asked-
Jalen.
You asked me.
I asked you.
So, to me, he's a Jalen Ramsey, Patrick Surtain, but a little bit more athletic.
All right.
Because first of all, none of them didn't run. None of them didn't broad jump 11 foot. None of them didn't run a 4.3, and none of them didn't jump.
Listen.
broad
Okay,
jump.
come on.
And when it becomes Patrick Surtain, and
Jalen
Jalen
Ramsey.
Ramsey,
I don't know
it's
nobody
gonna
else to compare him to.
It's gonna be next year.
Yeah, it'd probably be next year. I ain't tripping about that. Get him on kickoff. Get him on kickoff. Get him on kickoff.
Give him a kickoff or something.
But see, I made my son study all the grades. Not just the grade in football, but
Right.
the grade in basketball,
Right.
the grade in soccer,
Right.
the grade in tennis,
There
the
we
grade
go.
in basketball. I made him study all the greatest so he can have that state of mind of thinking like he the greatest. That's what I made
That
him
mean
think.
he looked at a lot of tape of
I
Kobe
don't-
Bryant.
I don't look at my.
He looking at a lot of tape of Kobe Bryant.
You know what? You know what?
We don't mess with the Lakers around here.
Lakers, baby.
He didn't care nothing about that right there. He's an Allen Iverson type guy. You feel what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay.
Well, all I'm saying is you gotta
Yeah.
look at- A lot of times these players get out here and they say, like, what's the comparison?
Right.
Yeah. That's a little excerpt, man. Be sure I'll have the full video up and a few. But hey, I would love to have a Jalen Ramsey Jr. right in the heels of knowing that Trevon Diggs is out for this game and could be a little disgruntled with the system of what Matt Eberflus is running. Trevon Diggs lamented that he would love to play man-to-man, not necessarily fond of the zone. They had him in a few games also when we listened to everything. They had Trevon Diggs in a few games trying to lead a man-to-man, and if the overall scheme and concept is not working, that's why we get a lot of confusions. That's why we get a lot of confusions as it relates to what's happening in the back end. Now, keep in mind, you got a whole new scheme. You got a whole different defensive back coaches. So you got different thought tracks. And these guys been used to one thing, and now it's switched about, and now we're seeing gaping holes everywhere as it relates to the secondary. And I think that the Cowboys, in my opinion, just my opinion, I think that if we're going to keep this, then we're going to have to do a terraforming, meaning that we're going to have to rip out some of these old ways of our DBs thinking that they are man-to-man and find DBs that's zone-based defensive guys or defensive back. It's okay. Some DBs can play man-to-man. Some DBs can play zone. Some DBs are better in zone. Some DBs are better than man-to-man. But it is – and some people can play both. Like Prime can play both. Prime can play anywhere and everywhere on the field. But Prime let everybody know that, man, don't put me in the slot. Don't put me in the slot. That's a difficult spot for me. Because Prime freelances. Prime baited guys into throws. Prime didn't have to worry about two-way goals because he shut down the entire field. He could travel and carry, but at the end of the day, he would rather be on one side of the field. And that's the highest of the highest or the best of the best type of cornerbacks that we have out there during that time frame. So it is for what it is. Tyler Booker will be fine. Yes, Ill Machine, he will be. Big Amish Law, gender fluidity. Well, hey, it is what it is. We need somebody to be multifaceted. And Prime was Prime though. Yeah. So if I can pull up other DBs like a Talib, of course he was one side guy. Crow can follow and carry you everywhere on the field, but Crow was a very aggressive type of DB that baited you in, and then he played in phase, right? Jalen Ramsey, he don't play in phase like a Trevon Diggs, but we know that he's physical. Here's the thing. Position flex. I feel you big. Positional flex. That's the main thing. It's a major thing. We have too many gaping holes to be still trying to figure out things in week 7. We still trying to figure out our front. And to me, if I can be a little harsh on Schottenheimer, I know it was his birthday week and all of this stuff, but at some point, key and laughing and all of this stuff, at some point we need some seriousness. We need some fire and brim somewhere around the corner. Now, I'm not beating him up for being a jolly-go-lucky person, but to a degree, we need something to be stern, because it seems as if this don't gaping hole, if this don't correct itself, have you ever heard of the prisoners running the asylum? We don't want that to happen. We don't, and I'm trying to be as fair as balanced as possible with this. Okay.
Rifle Coffee Company, the official coffee of the Dallas Cowboys.
It's going to be that kind of morning. Let me buckle up and get ready to go, boys.
Hey, don't use buckle up now.
Always. Hey, I'm ready for you guys, man. I'm ready. It's been a good week. I'm ready for you guys. Let's do it.
Was CeeDee Lamb returning the birthday present?
Well, I tell you what, it was. And, CeeDee Lamb and Terp and Tyler Booker having a great couple of days of practice. But, there's an old adage that your wife is always right. So I'm leaving the office last night about 9:45, almost 10 o'clock, and she goes, "Hey, we're over here at D. Lincoln. My son's in town, and my sister-in-law, my mother-in-law." And she's like, just come by and just say hello. I'm like, "Nah, babe, I'm tired. I'm going to bed, whatever." she goes, just stop by. Come on, just say hello. And so I drive over there. The last place in the world I want to go is go sit, and just in a restaurant. And she's like, look, there's no one here. You're fine. So long story short, I walk in. I'm just kind of ill. I'm just kind of in a bad mood, And I sit down, and about 10 seconds later, the door swings open, and my daughter, my 20-year-old daughter, surprised me. She came to see me from college for my birthday, and of course, me, I'm a crier. So what did I do like all grown men do? I cried, and I realized my wife was right and I was wrong, and thank goodness I went because it was a great surprise. So that trumps CD and the boys coming back, but it's pretty damn close. Pretty close.
That's awesome.
See, that's why Kristen.
It's awesome, man. Them girls got a key to their heart, man. I'm gonna see if I can find out. It'd probably be better if I just pull up the whole video, but give me 1 second here. Cause these snippets is going to be. I don't know if I pull it. Hold on.
I said they're worse than a reporter.
Yeah, they are worse than a reporter. Fans and content creators worse than reporters. He said it, not me. But anyway, my friend said that Flozell's aunt was up.
Hold on. Let me see if I find it. Cause he. Let me see. Hold on. Boom. I get to the point. Hold on. I got a super chat. Give me 1 second here. Got a super chat. Appreciate you so much for your super chat for the $9.99. Oh, you just want to give me a dog? Appreciate you. Is that Mr. No Days Off 870? Come on with it. All right. Appreciate you.
That's what you work for, and they wasn't showing it that particular game.
Right. So with that being said, Flo, you seen Shane Gailey. You lived through the Dave Campo years, the 5-11, the 5-11, and then you fell upon Bill Parcells.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Hey, hold on. Clarence tried his best to throw some shade at y'all, and he tried to throw some shade at Cowboys content creators. Hold on. And I know that this is the clip that I can pull it all the way up with. Hold on. I'm see what he tried to do. He tried to say, see, Flozell Adams said that fans are worse than reporters, on attacking, right? And Clarence added in. And Clarence, y'all had to stay off Clarence because Clarence, y'all getting on Clarence's feelings a little bit. But I'm just saying, Clarence added in because he didn't say nothing about content creators,
Yeah. They are worse than reporters. Fans and content creators worse than reporters. He said it, not me. But anyway, my friend said that Flozell's aunt was up in there cussing everybody out.
Everybody.
Yeah, it was. I wasn't a very vocal person, but that particular time I was getting really pissed at the lackluster development of everything we were supposed to be doing.
Right.
Everything we put into that season.
Yeah.
Wasn't showing at that particular game.
Right. So with that being said,
So I kick it back to football. I just
seen Shane Gailey.
Yeah.
You lived through the Dave Campo years, the 5-11, the 5-11, and then you fell upon Bill Parcells.
Yes, that changed the whole environment.
That changed the whole environment.
Bill wasn't playing.
Bill wasn't playing. Now, I have this notion. Bill Parcells was the last great aggressive coach we had.
Yeah. Yes, he was.
He was.
Old school.
Old school.
Old school. His way and nobody else's way.
What happened in 06, man? What really happened?
06.
06.
He got in old.
Romo dropped the snap.
Yeah,
what do you mean? What
that's
happened?
what I'm saying.
Oh, man.
Why was it? I live with this. I live with this.
Last time I bought a jersey.
listen properly.
That was that time. I live with this. I believe.
That's 20 years ago. Why you wearing that hat
I
then?
couldn't do it. My son played for the Cowboys.
His son played for the
I
Cowboys.
don't got no choice but to wear it then.
But I want to know your feelings in 06.
I was a big fan of yours.
And you're a big fan of Flo.
I can tell you that.
But also, I want to know, this is where my mindset, if we kept Bill Parcells for one more year, we win in that trophy. And
Do you think you go 13-3 with Bill Parcells?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. I think that's when the team was gelling together. That Camp Cupcake, I'm not taking a dump. I'm not taking a dump. I'm not taking a dump on
Yeah,
it was not a Camp
It was
Cupcake.
Camp Cake.
Yeah, boy, I had to give y'all a little excerpt of that, man. I talked to Flo, and that's him really in that chair. All 352 pounds, man. If he stand up, we had to get him a low chair, and it looked like he was in the high chair with us, boy. Yeah, Flo is still a big guy. And one thing I can tell you about Flo is that he called it like it was. He was here, drafted here in 1998, and, of course, he lived through the Chan Gaileys, the Dave Campos, the Bill Parcells, and as well as that small excerpt of Wade Phillips and all of that. But it is for what it is. This guy was able to see the growth aspect of Tony Romo, but he also seen the change in culture between a Parcells and a Dave Campo, a Chan Gailey versus a Dave Campo versus a Bill Parcells. All of those things, he got a chance to witness that. So when I made the statement about Bill Parcells, one of the things that he mentioned was the fact that they went to true coaching. They went to true identity. Now, I'm not taking the dump on Schottenheimer because y'all know how I feel. That's my guy. I want what's best for him. But I think that with stern coaching, that will be the only way the Cowboys can ever be successful down the stretch, because there's always an outlet with Jerry and John Stephen Jones. There's always an outlet with them boys because they are with the belief of gentle parenting. They are with the belief. I don't think that Jerry Jones ever whooped Stephen Jones. I don't think Jerry Jones ever raised his voice at Charlotte and Jerry Jr. and the outside kid. I don't think that he ever said anything out of the way for them people, right? So I just think that Jerry Jones carried that same belief and it transferred over to the football field. We need some sternness going, man. That's what I'm getting at. And when I'm looking at, Schottenheimer, I think that he's on the right pathway with this team offensively. But on the defensive side, it's just two things that's night and day. I need for this defense to step up and stand firm. Yeah. Diggs allegedly got in an accident. Yeah. No, he got into an accident allegedly. Yeah, but he's out for protocol.
Loves the interview so much just because he says the wife is right all the time. All right, Coach.
Sorry, guys.
Except Brian listens and you don't.
See, that's right. The biggest thing, Coach. It's a good problem to have, but how do you approach getting your top target back, CeeDee Lamb, and making sure that he's getting worked in while also making sure you're not breaking the rhythm that George Pickens is in?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, guys, look, it's a deal where, we go in with a good game plan. We try to each week. And, again, you never know how the game's going to go. But like, I said yesterday in my press conference, or whoever I was talking to, and I was saying, like, the biggest thing for us is not even that. It's just we got to get the running game going, man. Like, we just – we didn't run it very well. And Carolina, really, beat us up a little bit, and that's the biggest thing. So the ball's going to find those guys. They're both great players. George has been on an incredible run, but again, you never complain as a coach, certainly a play caller, when you get weapons back. You're not like, golly, I can't believe I'm going out there with CeeDee and George Pickens this weekend. Like, you don't really do that because people don't really feel bad for you, so you look kind of like an idiot.
Brian Schottenheimer here on 105.3 The Fan. Coach Jerry on Tuesday said, well, it may make more sense to play a man. And then yesterday, we got a photo from practice lining up to start off with some man press technique. Is that an indicator of things that come Sunday or just usual drills?
Well, first of all, the fact you guys have aerial photos scares the hell out of me. I got to be honest. I don't approve any aerial photos, although I'm sure the fans and people that work at the Dr. Pepper Carrick building probably have a lot of aerial photos of what we're doing. So, we're certainly we're looking at all kinds of things, and yes, you will see us play man to man. I said this the other day. We actually do play man. Now, how much man we play and things like that is what people certainly can talk about and question and things like that. But look, we look at a lot of different things. And it's not just okay, what's great for us, which certainly we're hurting in some areas, need to be better. But we also look at the opponent and say, okay, what are they struggling with, or what are they good with, or what do we need to take away? And so, yes, again, there will be some man to man, but like I said, it's not going to be nothing but man to man.
Coach, we always talk about someone bringing in their scheme and the players have to fit into it versus fitting the scheme around the players. when you guys, and we know that the zone numbers are high, but was Eberflus's system something that was just going to be run when he came in here no matter what? Or did you decide on the way you were doing things to start off the year based upon the players?
Listen properly.
No, I think the system has always got to be flexible, guys. I really believe that. I've always believed that. I think for us to just be like, okay, this is what I run. I am Brian Schottenheimer, and I am the greatest offensive mind in the world, and we're going to run these 5 plays, and you guys are going to – no, you don't do that. Like, you've got a philosophy, you've got an identity, and then you have to adjust based on what your players do well. It's been very clear to us that we've been struggling some in zone. That's not a secret. And why is that? Well, there's lots of reasons. Our eyes haven't been great. There's things we got to clean up, but the flexibility and the ability to adjust is what coaches should be judged on, and that's what we're going to be judged on, and that's why we're working so hard right now. On the defensive side of the ball of making some of the adjustments. And it doesn't mean that man-to-man's the only answer. It means, hey, guys, we have to play zone. And when we play zone, let's play it better, and here's how you do it. And so, but absolutely not. It's never a thing. You better, as a football coach, have the ability to adjust to your talent and your players. And that's what we're in the process of doing.
All right, so that's Ron Schottenheimer on 105.3 The Fan. Just wanted to play that part right there. I want to say this, though, Cowboy Nation. Making adjustments is necessary. Making adjustments is necessary. Some people make adjustment from series to series, right? Some people make adjustments from quarter to quarter. Some people make adjustments from game to game. It's been 7 games, ladies and gentlemen. We're going into our 7th game. You have to fill out a way to make the necessary adjustments before this time frame. And I know it sounds like I'm a Debbie Downer, I'm beating up this team, but at the end of the day, when I brought bad grades home, my mom is a saint that she is, and may she rest in peace. It wasn't sunshines and rainbows. It wasn't like all pleasantry, right? Because she knew the potentials. So it was fire and brimstone, right? You would think that I walked into a hornet's nest, right? Timid and scared to bring back bad grades. One can argue the same with teams and professionalism, is that you can't be lollygagging and pussyfooting around with the 32nd ranked defense and saying that it's okay. Everything is going to be prosperous down the stretch, and pat people on the back and say, hey, everything is going to be okay. We going to find a way. No, you got to make the necessary adjustments before it's too late. Now some people, they may live with the mindset that I really believe, no child left behind, social promotion and all of this stuff. Yeah, that sounds good. But what happened when that person has been socially promoted, passed around, and put into a situation that now ultimately they finish school and now they thinking that it's okay to be subpar. It's okay to not be able to deliver the best. No, you got to be able to get some harsh treatment and know that it is love, right? And for this team, for us to continue to be ranked 32nd across the board on major categories, and for us to accept that. Let me say this again. For us to accept that is insane to me. So this week, going up against the Washington team at the crib, we can't continue to have the same mistakes that we had last week, the week before that, and the week before that. We need to see some of these adjustments. And far as our media, I think that our media, Cowboy media, we need to protect what we are doing. All other medias, because I tend to listen to other medias, and we don't hear game plans being leaked or what we are practicing on being leaked, I think that there should be a covenant. You know, who knows what a covenant is, right? That there should be some type of protection so it can be element of surprise. So that when we do throw a new wrinkle out there, the opposing team won't catch a hint of what we're attempting to do, right? Because it would have been great for us to go into this Washington game and all of a sudden, damn, the Cowboys are playing more man, right? That should be something in-house, right? Let's stop showing our hands. We're not that kind of caliber of team that we can just play with the fact that everybody can see our play sheet or everybody can see our strategy, our scheme, who we going to start, who we not going to start. I wish that we can be a little bit more stoic in our approach, and that's just me, and I could be 1,000,000% wrong, right? I just wish that the Cowboys, because we are so lackadaisy on so many things. Toxic Tom said this ain't about love or friendship. This is business. You either produce or you get replaced. Nice guys are barbecues, right? Nice guys do finish lives. Yeah, you are 1,000,000% right. Now, with that being said, we do have a situation here that I believe that was lamented by somebody who reported it, that we are going to catch a little favor. Tom Pelissero, and shout out to my guy Brandon Aubrey, not Brandon Aubrey, but Brandon Laurie. My bad. Shout out to Brandon Laurie. He clutched like Brandon Aubrey, by the way. But here's what he said.
My understanding is, again, pending practice today, there is real concern that Terry McLaurin might miss another game because of his quad injury. We'll see whether he's on the field. The Commanders will be out there shortly here, but with Noah Brown out and with Deebo Samuel also hurting, another week without McLaurin in a big game against Dallas would certainly have a big impact. Deebo also, by the way, not practicing over the past couple of days. He is still dealing with the heel injury. Been limited in practice the past couple of weeks as well. But again, real uncertainty from what I understand about whether either of these guys will be on the field on Sunday.
All right, and according to information that was just released by Dan Quinn, Terry, who's not so scary, well, who became a little bit more scary last year, will not be performing this weekend. So that's a blessing. That's a blessing. And Deebo, he's been dealing with that heel, and he will not be playing. Or he's game day decision, and he's not going to be 100%, by the way. Now, this is the opportunity of a chance for us to show that we can do this against their Walmart backup squad. But we already know it doesn't matter. Look, I don't even let me pull up PFF. Let me see who's on their roster right quick. Washington Commodes. All right, let's see the Commodes lineup. Let's go. They're gonna have Christian McCaffrey, brother. This is his brother or cousin, Luke McCaffrey. He's a wide receiver. I thought he was a running back. They're gonna have Samuel in the slot, and he's 50-50. And then they're gonna have Chris Moore, and I say disregard all of those things because this team, they're going to try to run the ball. Let me see. He better not have one of these breakout years, by the way. Oh, that's his brother, Luke McCaffrey. He's 6'2", 195. I mean, he needs some milk. All right, so he's drafted in the third round. What's his 40 time? I've seen him on some kickoff returns and stuff like that. So, yeah, he may can do something on that aspect. Deebo killed us in the past. He's from Big Amish. Now, he got a heel and a toe that's hurt, so let's see. And do they still have my guy Noah Brown? Do they have Noah Brown still there? Let me see. I go full roster right here. They got, all right, Corey Brooks. Is that Jalen Brooks' cousin? Chris Moore, Jacoby Jones. Wait a minute. What kind of Jacoby? That's throwing me off. They picked up Tyler Burks. Is this the right? They got Tyler Burks. Treylon Burks. They got Treylon Burks, I meant to say. How many wide receivers they got? Noah Brown. Jalen Lane. Okay. All right. Ooh-wee. Noah injured too. All right. So they hurt too. Okay. They got the hurt boys over here. So, yeah. Oh. Hey. Jaden Daniels in the running game. Well, we're going to be – it's going to be a situation. I hope all is well. I think we're going to ultimately win. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to be one of those things when we look at it. We just going. It's in my opinion. This is about to be a shootout. It's about to be one of those moments, Cowboy Nation. And let's go. Jalen Lane could be a problem. Well, let's not sleep on anything, but if you do sleep on something, sleep on this.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today. Get up to $100 credit using code LAW. Call your shot on Sleeper. Download now.
No doubt, download Sleeper, and they will match up to $100 on your first initial deposit here. With that being said, with a specialized promo, they are giving out $20 to anyone who downloads the Sleeper app. And just use promo code LAW as a special promo. You get $20 to play around with, and you can go with more or less with your selections there. And all I can tell you is that always pick the Cowboys offense and then always pick against the Cowboys defense in this particular situation. I'm just saying, I love my Cowboys, but I got to be real with y'all on that aspect. Put some collagen in Diggs grits. Here's my – if I'm a betting man, which I am, I don't think Diggs going to be here next year. I'm just saying. The way we are moving, I think that we're going to draft another DB. I think that the Cowboys also, because you got to understand, they paid Bland, right? And I think that within the confines of this system, they're going to try to keep him outside. They're gonna need another DB. Revel going to be the other outside DB. I think that they're going to find a way to draft another DB. Elam is not the solution there as well. I think the Cowboys really going to draft another DB. I think the Cowboys also, they're going to need an interior guy. Kenny Clark, it's not like he's not a long tooth, nor he a short tooth. He's like a mid-range tooth. You know, he ain't long in the tooth yet, but he's up there. So I think that they're going to need another spot inside interior-wise, right? Jay Toya, yeah, it could be the situation, but the Cowboys believe in the draft. So it is for what it is. I don't know if it was a car accident, mad, but he was in an accident, and they said it was at the crib. So I don't know if he was driving his car in the crib or at the crib, but it is for what it is. As far as that information, for those who just not tuning in, just give y'all a quick boy, I can't talk today. Give y'all a quick recap of what happened. And here it is right here, and I'm going to pull this up around. Appreciate everybody. According to Cowboys coach Brian Schottenheimer, said Trevon Diggs had an accident at his home last night. He has a concussion, and he won't play for Sunday. Maybe he was hanging. I saw some people in my neighborhood, they already got the Christmas light being hung. Maybe he was trying to hang the Christmas lights, you know. Who hanging their Christmas lights in October, right? Some people do that, you know. Maybe that what happened, you know. And I think that's the directions. And it states here, Cowboys Trevon Diggs concussion protocol, and he will miss Sunday game after the accident at his home last night, per Cowboys Brian Schottenheimer. Schottenheimer said that they're gathering information, and they add that Diggs seems to be doing okay. Now, that's where I kind of like lost it. Like, he's okay, but he's not okay. Yeah, he's okay, but he's not okay. And a lot of people tagging Bubba Dub, and you know, it's going crazy over here. Let me see what my insider say. Insider didn't say anything yet. So we're waiting on more and more reports from there. Since it is Friday, what we want to do is we want to do our call-ins. We want to get your thoughts on score predictions, and we want to get your thoughts on Trevon Diggs not being able to play. And we can get things going the best way possible. AKA, he called in sick. He's okay. That's the weirdest thing. Like, he's okay, but he's not okay to play. Like, you know, this is a Michael Irvin moment. You know what I'm saying? When Michael Irvin say, "Hey, these generation, these new age kids, man, they ain't about their life." You know. Well, Michael Irvin going off, you know, and let me see where I can find my guy Michael Irvin. Where he at? Michael Irvin. I'm gonna bring Michael Irvin in up on here, cause you know how Michael Irvin get things going. Where he at? I know I got him somewhere in here. I thought I had Michael Irvin, the playmaker, in here. Yeah, he is.
They come from. You know why he tries who try to play? You think Tyreek could back it in that hall? It's talking about running fast, like people weren't running fast back then. Are you shitting me? What the hell are you talking about? I don't even know your name, and I certainly don't know your game because you don't. I don't see you every year with a gold jacket in that Hall of Fame room. I don't see you anywhere great players are. So who the fuck are you to talk about what? Deion Sanders couldn't cover these guys today. Do you really know what you're talking about? Do you really have any clue at what you're talking about? You think there were not fast guys in the league when I played? You think Tyreek Hill can outrun an Olympian like Bullet Bob Hayes, who played before me? You think he can outrun the Ronaldo Nehemiahs who tried to play in this game?
Ronaldo.
You know why he tried? Because they wanted speed in the game, but other things were required when we played. You must get to run around and play fucking 7-on-7 touch football. We had pain in our game, and y'all don't even know shit about pain.
That's the part I wanted. He said we had pain in our game. And there's no way a concussion, a car wreck, you know, losing a calf or an eye socket. Michael Irvin would have been out there, man. So it's a different era, y'all. Yeah, it's a different era, man. It's a whole new world we are living in. Let me see it again.
7-touch football. We had pain in our game. And y'all don't even know shit about pain. Every route you got hit. Even running around in the middle of, you could get tapped by those linebackers. They took all of that out the game because y'all asses were soft. And you couldn't take it. You come from a damn era of everybody gets a trophy.
All right, somebody help me out. Was it the NFC Championship game? Or was it the Super Bowl? Let the AI speak.
Trevor Jackson, $5. Actual and factual. It's insanity to play the same. We need to game plan and keep it a surprise. Watch out for the run game with 𝗕𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗞𝗜𝗡𝗚.
You ain't lying, man. Actual and factual. Wow, appreciate you for the super chat. Was it the NFC Championship game or was it the Super Bowl? Troy Aikman couldn't even remember. He couldn't even remember who won. He was like, just don't play with matches. Troy Aikman played a whole game, and they had to remind him, yeah, Troy, you threw a touchdown. You hand the ball off to Emmett and Michael Irvin and all them boys. Hey, yeah, y'all won the game. The brother had a whole he was concussed. the entire game. They had to let him know, hey, in the first quarter, it was the Super Bowl. Shout out to me. I know I got my people in here. Troy Aikman literally had to go back and watch the game to understand what he did in the game. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now that's putting your blood, sweat, and tears in it. Can you imagine Troy Aikman going back to the Cowboys locker room and saying, you know what? Hey, I had an accident at the house and I can't play this weekend. People gonna be like, what? You can't play? You talking and walking right now. Yes, indeed. But, man, this is crazy. What?
In the middle of, you could get tapped by those linebackers. They took all of that out the game because y'all asses were soft.
I ain't calling Trevon Diggs soft, but, man, if you fool around and have to rewatch a tape that happened to you while you was in an accident, right, and to realize that it wasn't your fault and you need legal representation, let me tell you who you need to reach out to.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Jean Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos, the whole thing.
Call Frenkel first. Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
That's 214 or 817. And all of the threes you can dial, my friend. Be sure to reach out to our personal injury lawyers. That's Frenkel and Frenkel, backed by a combined of 100 years of experiences. Located here in the heart of Dallas. If you can't visit that phone line for your mind, just visit the website, which is frenkelfirm.com. Now, my hotline for your mind is 657-390-7391. And let me fix my house up a little bit. Yeah, Murphy Law. Come on. Woo, I'm big, baby. All right. The hotline for your mind. I got from the 313. You're live, G. Cuddy.
Law, what's going on, man? You all right?
No, man, I'm great, man. I can't complain, man.
Hey, listen. It does sound like it's going to be a shootout.
It's going to be.
I'm predicting 38-35. You know, we got to get close to 40 every week to get that W. So I'm
seal it, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But you know what? One thing, real quick, is that I'm glad if they're considering changing things up, because great coaches, adjustments. That's what they do. And if you allow me a little leeway, I'm gonna be quick because I want to cite a couple examples, and I think you said some of these in past. Going back, Tom Landry, when he had Dorsett, he had yelled at him like, hey, you got to hit this hole this way. And he's like, Coach, I got to run it the way I see it. And in practice, he broke something back and it took off, and Landry had a fit. And he's like, it'll never happen like that in the game, right? Man, they got in that game, I think it was against Arizona. Dorsett said he saw that hole, he cut it back, boom. And then Landry came back and told the team, he was like, look, we got to do it different with Tony because this is his skill set. Parcells, another example. His teams in the 90s had, what was that, ground and pound, O.J. Anderson, Meggett, Mark Navarro, tight end. And when he got
Everson Walls, yeah.
When he got to the Patriots, he had Drew Bledsoe. He had a young Terry Glenn. Okay.
Yeah.
He had to change that up, and they went to the Super Bowl. And then last week, if you look at that KC Lions game, they said the first time down, Lions went straight down the field. Spagnuolo said, they were notorious man to man. He was like, hey, we gonna get killed in that. They went to zone. They went 80%. They said they went 80% zone. The rest of it. Mid game they switched to that 80%. They said they hadn't done that. They looked back at it. They hadn't ran zone more than 20% in more than 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
But in that game, what dictated them to be able to win is just so what I'm saying is you can't be locked up in your system so tough that what was my system you got to do? You got to use the skill set you have, the conditions that you have. You got to adjust through the game. So that's and I know you said this before, so I'm not saying nothing.
No,
I'm just echoing what you said, brother.
Yeah.
You know, so that's just, you know, so hopefully they they're moving in that direction, because what they have, you know, like you said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results.
Man.
So
come on with
it. That's all I had, brother. I mean, hey, man, you know, I'm gonna say, how about them Cowboys? I'm gonna go ahead and claim it. That we're gonna go and get the W, man. Yeah. And hopefully we stay on track. Okay.
No doubt, man. That's my guy, man. 𝗕𝗏𝗘𝗏. True story. True story. Killer Instinct was a game that came out many a moons ago, and I never forget ripping it out of the plastic and putting it into the console and playing the game. And my younger brother, twin, at that time we were playing the game, that naysayer was just pressing buttons. Press a button. He whooping tail. And I said, you know what? This brother, he ain't really got no strategy. You just pressing buttons, man. He whooping ass, though. He would press button. And on those games, shoot, you get killer combos, ultra. So it took me a minute. I had to go back and study the game, study some moves, study some concepts, study some defensive mechanisms and stuff like that. And then when I realized he was just pressing buttons, once I figured out his technique, I beat the brakes off of him. I was cold-blooded with Killer Instincts, you know. And he had that dog, and that dog, Cinder wins, because I beat his butt, you know. When he was just pressing buttons, man, shoot, hey, he whooping everybody tail. But to fast forward, you know, and the last time I played Madden, my brother, he retired me. Yeah. Because I realized I had, when it was 2000, was the last Madden I used to play. Twin can contest to this. Whatever, all right, first and foremost, I told Twin, because we had to make some rules for him, because he got so good with running quarterbacks, that I said, man, the only way I'm going to play this game with you, bro, if you stop with them damn running quarterback, because they ain't real, man. Ain't nobody can run like that in real life, never get tired running around. He didn't really play no strategy. He just had the running quarterback. He just ran all the time with the damn running quarterback. So he retired me because I had some rules. He couldn't play with Michael Vick. He couldn't play with McNabb. And he couldn't play with somebody else. Any quarterback that could run, I said, Twin, you can't play with them dudes. Now, they play from real football. You know, I had to set some rules in order for me to play Madden with him. But he retired me, I believe, in 04, 05, one of them years, because I had beat the brakes off of him so badly that this brother went and got the damn Ravens. And I think that they had McNabb. And he was one of those exceptional quarterbacks that I said, hey, man, he can run too, man, but come on with it. But he retired because he was able to run with Jamal Lewis and Priest Holmes so badly that he beat me like 35, like 40-something to 0. I couldn't even move the ball on that dude. But before that time frame, I beat him left or right. I was on a 10-game winning spree with him. And I had beat him so bad that I had went to work that morning. I went to school. I was at Jackson State at the time. I beat him early that morning. I woke up, brushed my teeth, whooped his ass on them sticks, studied my work, went to school, went to a security job, got off of a security job, worked a double shift, came back. This brother was still on them damn sticks. I'm coming home with this story, y'all. Hey, he was still on them sticks. I left him with an L. He couldn't beat me. But when I came back, Twin can call y'all to this day, and that was the last damn time I played Madden, because this brother beat me 40-0. He literally, I said, Twin, what you do today? Man, I was just playing Madden. I left this brother at 7:30 in the morning. I came back like 1, 2 o'clock at night. He was still in that same spot. And I tell y'all, to this day, I have not played Madden to this day because he beat me so bad. He talked so much stuff. And I had no counter because it was impossible for me to regain or reclaim my time. reclaim my time on them sticks because he stayed up until literally. I said, did you eat? No, he just wanted to beat me. He beat the brakes off me and I retired. I didn't play Madden no more ever since then. So the last time I played Madden was like in 05 or 04, 05. The last time I played Madden. True story. And guess what? I got so angry and frustrated that I took that Madden up out of that console and I threw it, you know? I threw that game. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Just to make sure, I'm gonna call him right quick. I don't know if he's gonna pick up. Let me see if I'm gonna call him right quick. Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna tell y'all a true story. And this is how he made the adjustments. Hey, twin.
What it do, Brody?
I'm telling everybody the story when you retired me on Madden.
For sure.
I was telling him I made a set of rules that you couldn't play with no running quarterback.
For sure.
But
I was
What'd you say?
Now, I was Lamar Jackson / Josh Allen 20 years ago.
20 years ago. But I was telling him that I beat the brakes off of you that morning. I won like 12, 13 games in a row. Then I went to work. I beat you that morning. And I went to school, got out of school with Al Jack State, went to my job. I didn't get out of job till like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Came back, you was in that same damn spot. We played. Boy, you beat the brakes off me. And it was 05. That was the last time I ever played Madden. Never picked up the sticks ever since then. You officially retired me. Let me know.
I think I went through a whole training simulation in one day. look, I was running. I was running plays. This is when people they first started having the QB vision.
Yeah.
You also had the hot route where you can scramble and you can adjust your wide receiver's route as you scramble, like plastering. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh, I need to become a mastermind at these things. And then I was trading my defense where I was audibling as far as my defensive line and dime packages, creating subs where I can have my safeties a little more. I was just adjusting everything to see how can I really get the fullness of this game with substitutions, play calling, adjusting at the line.
Adjusting. Yeah, that's the topic of the hour is making the necessary adjustments. And you made the necessary adjustments. I know that's a game, but I'm letting people know if you really want it bad, man, you'll figure out a way to make that adjustment. You'll stay up all night until you get it. And I haven't played Madden ever since then, man. I watch people play Madden now, but I don't even play it no more.
And look, and the same thing you got to do with your own team if you're a head coach. You got to find out what player that has the skill set as far as physically, but then also the mental capability or capacity to say, if I adjust what he does, even though I'm weak in a certain area on my team, can my team get better? Now, that may cause for concern for some people because it's not the trendy thing to do. But if you are in a situation, your back is against the wall, this is where innovation comes into play. You have this hand dealt to you. Now, how can I get the best out of my hand?
Yeah.
So that's when you have to really, like you said, man, I got to study this playbook, or I got to study my personnel, or I got to find somebody on the practice squad, or so on and so forth, that can unlock some things that can give us an opportunity to be competitive, like your team when it comes to defensive football.
Right.
I need to be doing something different because the same thing is getting us over and over and over again, and there's no way that we can score as many points that we score consistently with the offensive firepower that we have, that we should be able to do better because we don't have a defense that says that we can't allow a team to score 20 points.
Right.
Because our offense will score 20 points.
Therefore,
we got to figure out something. There's enough talent on this team that we can figure out something to where we can be a competitive team defensively and special team wise, so that we can allow this offense that is doing it's like pretty much his best job with the personnel that it does have, so that we'll get some victories out of it.
No doubt, man. Hey, I just wanted to share that story, man. And hey, I wasn't the only one you retired to, by the way. That brother, boy, if they had accounts back in those days, well, we'd be multi-millionaires, though, just playing Madden.
Hey, ain't lying, man. Like I tell people all the time, like, I don't play no more, man. So for those who try to come out there and get me out of retirement, I ain't playing it forever, like my brother said, since, but, hey, I'm definitely one of the ones. You give me a month of just sitting there without no job and playing on them sticks all day, I promise you.
Yeah.
I'll come back to
You
it.
just give them 1 month. They gonna challenge you on that, man. Appreciate you, man. Love you, man.
man.
Yeah, we gonna kick back open the bearded bros in this few, man. But I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much,
All
bro.
right, man. Look, hey, shout out to everybody out there in the chat, man. Salute to all of y'all, man. Y'all have a wonderful Friday, all right?
No
Peace,
doubt.
love, and fish grease.
Peace. Yeah. Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. I got Darius, man, from the 214. You're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me, man.
Like, your stories be distracting me because you be making me forget my point that I be trying to call in about. But you know I've been asking about that Bearded Bros podcast for the longest. So please run that shit back. And I'm gonna comment on that what you were just talking about, like real quick, bro. I ain't gonna count. My guilty pleasure, me and my brother do that shit right now. I'm not even gonna count. He be playing with Ohio State. And I be getting
you NCAA you college football guy.
We do it with Madden too, but lately we've been on college. But so he up on me right now, so we ain't gonna talk about that too much. But what I was gonna say was as far as like the score prediction, I got the score being 42-38, and I got the Cowboys. Because I think there's going to be a shootout like G. Cuddy was talking about.
Yeah.
But 42-38 is my score prediction. And what I want to ask you, too, is, that Dan Quinn defense don't look too bad, do it?
Oh, man, I'd take Dan Quinn defense in a cocaine, crackhead heartbeat. Right now, this would be the best. Look, right now, Schottenheimer times of Dan Quinn will be heaven for us because that would be the ultimate.
Come on.
That'd be the ultimate goal right there. Oh, my God.
That's what I was trying to tell you the other day is like, bro, you combine these two. Bro, the only thing the Cowboys got to do, you just have to combine two good offensive coordinator and a good defensive coordinator. Bro, there's nobody that can stop us, man. Because, like, when we get a good coordinator, we normally be having like top 10 in that area. If you see what I'm talking about.
Right.
But overall, that's what I wanted to say. I wanted to give you my quick score prediction, and I kind of wanted to jab you a little bit about that Dan Quinn defense. You know what I'm saying?
You won on that one.
He's way more fluid as it pertains to his defensive scheme, and it seemed like Eberflus is just like he just in his book we gonna run this and we gonna run this and we, you know what I'm saying, instead of like forcing some type of pressure. Like with Dan Quinn, you weren't gonna be able to just sit back in coverage and but that is what it is. I just want to say that right quick.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you for calling in. That's Darius, man. I'm gonna expound upon what he said too from the 214. So he got the Cowboys winning 42-38. My only gripe with Dan Quinn is don't y'all leave. You gonna miss something. Hang around. Don't y'all leave. Y'all gonna miss something that's very important. The issues that we have now is let me see what we got. The issue that we have now is the same issues we had in that Green Bay Packers game. No, that's too high. You're gonna have to get it some a little bit lower, okay? Tell Lauren to find you something a little bit lower. Yeah. The only issue that we have now, every game is looking like that Green Bay Packer game in that postseason. What changed? In that Green Bay Packer game in that postseason in 2023, we switched from playing man-to-man to zone. Y'all remember, right? And the impediment with Dan Quinn was what we say? Thank you. All right. The impediment that we have with Dan Quinn was we had no interior threat. We didn't have, dare I say, a Kenny Clark. And we didn't have a linebacker. Now, over there in Washington, they do have a linebacker, and they do have Javon Kinlaw and the other big boy down inside, Payne, and all of that. So they don't have personnel issue now. They got a little long in the tooth. But when he was with us, we didn't have those things. What I'm getting at, and Frenkel Louvu is like a poor man's version of Michael Parsons there, but, that's a whole nother conversation. But what I'm getting at is that we're seeing the same issues since that 2023 game still carrying over 2 years later, So the Cowboys, in my opinion, I think that Dan Quinn already saw the tea leaves, and he was like, man, you know what? I ain't going to be here next year. I'm trying to get the hell up out of here myself, man. Let me just go and throw this zone defense in there and get on up out of here. That's from what I'm saying. So when I was on the sabotage Dan Quinn pace, I meant it. I meant it because of this particular situation. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the globe. He switched up his defense. I got people who played with the silver and blue and started on the side of the helmet. They didn't understand the game plan. They themselves saying that, hey, they knew that particular situation wouldn't work for them. And they went on ahead and did it anyway. So that's for what it is. Now, that's water under the bridge. I want us to beat the brakes off of Dan Quinn now, but that's just how I go. I got CJ for the 210 you in. Chief, talk to me. Once, twice.
Hey, what's up, Law?
3 times? Okay, all right, CJ, boy.
Yeah. I had my phone on. I had the phone on mute. I was trying to get it off mute. Hey,
now you gotta go lower.
Now, man, y'all making a.
Go ahead.
Hold on, okay.
I'm getting extorted over here, man. Yeah. CJ, you gotta understand, man. I never had fall break when I was in school. We only had spring break, and our fall break was during Thanksgiving, right? These kids been off a whole week,
For nothing.
For nothing. I was like, wait a minute,
We barely could get out just for the basic holidays.
Right. When did they start implementing fall break? Is that something Texas do?
That's something Texas do.
Okay, all right, good.
Yeah, because my kids they out and everything.
They out and everything, so they go back to school next week. Okay. Yeah. But keep going.
Hey man, I just wanted to just say this right here. We do got some solutions for the defense, Law. I feel like we do. We might not got big name players, but they could be a part of the solution. Number one, it is some players on that team that do need to be held accountable for their play. Like, when you just make a boneheaded play, you got to be held accountable.
What we say? Thank you. All right. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. When you make a boneheaded play, you got to be held accountable for that. When you just blow a assignment, you got to be held accountable for that. You know what I'm saying? And then you got, you don't use your personnel the right way. You look at film, you watch film, Law. Right. You done seen the games. If you just looking at film, he's not using his personnel right. It ain't even with just Donovan Wilson.
Right.
If some of the stuff that you asking Sam Williams to do, that ain't his strength. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I want Sam Williams just on the passing down. I don't need him, and I ain't trying to beat up on Sam. And another thing is, he might not even be fully healthy.
Yeah.
Because I watched some film with Okoye, and he was kind of catching it. It's like he don't want to plant on that foot, Law. You get what I'm saying? When he needing to make a change of direction, if he needing to brace himself, he's not wanting to plant on their leg. But anyway, and another thing is the coach, the defensive coordinator himself, Eberflus. He come from Marinelli. When you go back to the Marinelli days, We had some decent defenses. Team still could run on us then. But Marinelli did come from Money Kiffin.
Right.
When Money Kiffin hit with that Tampa 2, he took the lead by storm a little bit. And he had some good defense down there in Tampa. Okay, Marinelli had some good, pretty much decent defenses. We had him. Couldn't stop the run. That was one of the flaws in the system.
In closing. I got a line longer than Shaq feet.
In closing, 37-30, final score. And I feel like if they do what they supposed to do, we'll turn it around this year.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. Good call, man. I'm going to bring up what he just talked about, too. All right, and I got Eric Oldhead, Young Bull. Stewart says, I'm about to make it rain in here because Cowboy fans are broke, especially the men, because only the women support me. Oh, my God, we'll make it rain then, so.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Take the money out, all of it.
Yo.
Come on.
Take it out.
You're wasting my time now. Come on. Come on.
I think that people got the cover 2 thing mixed up and confused. Rob Marinelli was a disciple of Tony Dungy. Tony Dungy in his system had guys on the edge rusher like a Simeon Rice. Who's old enough to remember him? They had a Warren Sapp, and they had guys like a Barber, you know what I'm saying? I think there's Rondé Barber. Now, if we look, and that's how you got, in order for cover 2 and his zone concept to work and these sorts of things, it is for what it is. We don't have a Simeon Rice. We don't have a Rondé Barber, and shout out to Wanye and my guy Dono, but they wouldn't start on that Tampa Bay team in 2001, So it's you got to have the players. Yeah, you got to have the skill set to run that Tampa 2. It is a real simplified defense. But you got to have guys that can win their individual battles. And you got to have that, and that's just for what it is. Now Rob Marinelli took that and he got most of those praises, and he took that same philosophy over there to Chicago Bears. Who remember that? He took that, and then didn't he have Derrick Brooks? Did they have Derrick? Derrick Brooks was a lot. He had Derrick. We don't have a Derrick nor Brooks. We got Jalen Brooks, but he ain't close to Derrick Brooks. And then when he took, oh my God! And then what Rob Marinelli did is that he took that same damn concept and took it over to Chicago. And they was good in, I believe, 06 or 07, something like that. And they had some dogs, man. They had Urlacher, Briggs. Who remember him? And they had Peanut Tillman. Shoot. So we don't have that. So that's why that ain't working. So when we start talking about Rob Marinelli's Tampa 2, and then we start talking about, even to a degree, Monty Kiffin and all of them boys, of course they balled out. They had dogs. We don't have dogs like that. We got placebos. And people sleeping on what Derrick Brooks brought to the game, too, by the way. I'm just saying. So, yeah, we a long way from there, man. And I'm not saying that it can't be possible, but it is for what it is. Now, that's actual and factual. I got Soul Goddess from the 347. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
What's good, Lois? Soul Goddess over here.
Soul Goddess. It was good with you.
What's good, Lord? What's good, nation? I got a couple of key points I want to hit, and then I'm just gonna be out and let you talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay. My first issue is I love my boy Shotty. I like what he's doing with the culture, with the mentality, with the discipline. But you said you want to be the boss, you want to be the head coach. I need you to stop acting like it and not the OC. Your DC not acting right. He's under your employee at this point. You got to go correct that. You can't give me more of the same clap, clap, clap like Coach Garrett. That's what he's starting to sound now with these excuses. We in week 7. You had all the preseason. You had all the summer camp. You had You can't be 7 weeks in your DC saying that he don't know the identity of the defense.
Right.
He's the DC. You set the tone. You set the identity. What are you doing? So I'm sorry. Nah, he needs to go. No, or you got to shape up. You got to figure it out. My second issue is my problem I'm seeing when it comes to Eberflus is his ego. He got a little Jerry thing going on. It feel like if he don't get the credit for what goes right, he get jealous. And we saw it as soon as he got asked that messy question when they did good in the Jets game, and they said, "Oh, you listen to Diggs." You saw how his face changed really quick, and what he doing in the next press conference.
Oh, I need that clip right there. Then, so his countenance on his face.
Watch. You saw it right in as soon as the question came out. I said, "Now, why y'all do that?" Because his face changed, and then in the next press conference, the first thing he said, without anyone saying that, "I don't even like grits."
Oh yeah.
Why would you say that when your whole defense was so happy that we moving in the right direction? That's a mood killer for the locker room.
So repeat for what he said again.
He said, "I don't like grits."
He said he don't like grits.
Eat grits. He don't eat grits.
Well, shit, we looking like cream of wheat now, so he need to be eating some grits. Yeah.
He looking like old-fashioned oatmeal now.
Oh,
looking like old-fashioned oatmeal.
I need to go back and watch that clip. I didn't know he said that.
Go back and watch it.
Lord.
Go back and watch it, because in the next presser, because they gave him the credit, that was when Trevon Diggs was saying, when the front looking like that, we call that instant grits, because that give us, that let us be able to do what we do. So we like it. They get that pressure up front, that frees it up for us. It's cool. And then that's what he said. And I kid you not, the next question was asked was to Eberflus in the conference. They said, "Oh, well, you seem to be taking Diggs." I think it was either Nate or Clarence, one of the two, was like, "Oh, you taking Diggs' advice. You played more man this time, and you got some positive results. Are you going to do that going forward?" And his face, before they finished the question, I looked at his face. I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Oh my God! I got to go back and watch that.
Next press conference, go back. In the next press, it's his ego. He got a Jerry Jones ego. If he's not getting the credit, it's a problem for him. And that's some people from that old school era is like that. But you can't be that. You just got fired from head coach, dog. You lucky to still be in the league. We took you off the couch. What you doing? What you doing? You ain't even give yourself a year to prove yourself. At this point, go beg for Zimmer back, because you can say what you want about Zimmer, but the only reason he didn't have a better record was because the defense, everybody was hurt on defense and offense. But you notice when he got his starters back, we went on a good run. We almost made the postseason. Almost made the postseason. So you can't tell me that it's the talent that we have that's not getting it. No, it's the coach. You're not using your assets correctly. We are a man team. That is what we built for. First of all, how you going to have in the last game, in the Panthers game, how you going to have Solomon and Osa on the field at the same time? They both the same size. You got to have a heavy dude and a small. How you going? Two small people up front trying to push that big ass line. What you doing?
You just go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it. Size what?
Matters. Size matters, bro.
You hear that? Size matters.
He wanted to know. I can't even say that because he put Toya up there, and Toya was getting pushed so far off the ball it wasn't even funny. He was getting pushed off the field. It looked like that scene from what was it on Blindside when he almost pushed the dude to the bus? That's what I was seeing every time I looked. That's what Toya was like. Where Toya at? At this point, put Mozzie back in, because at least we know what we got with Mozzie. Mozzie's development has been hampered. Dan Quinn.
Pause for a quick second. Pause for a quick second. Got a super chat.
Eric, Old head young bull.
Go ahead.
Stuart $9.99. Take that then. I know I'm showing HU men Cowboys fans up. I can feel the hate because I'm always number one when I come in here.
Well, keep paying, Eric. So go ahead and send $100, man. Crush them with your wallet, man. Crush all of them with your wallet. Don't spoil me with a good time.
Tell them send it to the Cash App so YouTube can stop taking a cut.
Yeah. YouTube take 30%, and then Uncle Sam got his hand out at the end of the year with another 33%.
Yeah,
So yeah. So
Send it to
send me the
the
cash.
Cash App.
Send me the cash out, man. And when you come down here, I'm gonna take you to Harry Hines, Eric. I'm gonna take you to Harry Hines.
All I'm saying is like a lot of our like initial front, the people that's supposed to stop the run for us, haven't been getting developed. We noticed the coaches weren't really developing guys. Look at what Guyton said last year. His rookie year, he said, I didn't really get developed like that. I'm now getting development, and we saw a massive improvement. Mozzie didn't really get developed if you looked at all the years, the 2 years that he was in, but he still played his ass off when you looked at the film. The film proved him right. So I was like, yo, you let the NFL the four-letter networks tell y'all what to think and put these narratives. How we know Mozzie is not really being good, but because Eberfleece, that's what I start calling him now, fleecing the shit out the Cowboys. How we know he not trying to push his narrative where I want my guy Sanborn to be good. I want to prove that I brought in some good guys with Toya. I drafted well. So he put in the people that actually doing well down so he could big his own guys up. Like at this point, play your best man. That's all I need to say. And you know what? Shadi, you the head coach. You need to be your ass on that defense more and more because we got the offense. The offense is cooking. Take your ass to that defensive room and get it together. That's all I need to say. Your father would not. I don't think his father would have stood for this. And you want to be like your dad, you need to go handle that. That's all I got to say. I could say more, but I'm going to let other people come in because I know this line is long as hell. Take care, nation.
No doubt. So, hey, what you got for the score prediction again? I didn't hear that part.
All right, for my score, because I know the offense is going to have to like crazy, and especially if we're going to play zone and give up these big passing plays, I'm going to say Dak going to have to score 40 to 45, and they're probably going to score, I'd say maybe like, it's going to probably be like a field goal, 42.
No doubt. Appreciate
37 to 42. And one more point. You know, we got a badass kicker because they're running the clock out instead of letting Brandon Aubrey get on the field. They did it in the Packers game. They did it in the Panthers game. They tried to do it in the Jets, but we just pulled away too fast. But you know they're not trying to let Aubrey on the field. So I'm good with the special teams, but I need that. I don't want to see Blue no more either. He could go back to the practice field. He ain't doing nothing for me. I'm out.
Yes, indeed. That's so goddess. So, quote unquote, says size matter, ladies and gentlemen. So, right now we like a hot dog being thrown down the hallway. We ain't touching no sides at all. So, we gonna have to get bigger in that department. I get it. You know, Kenny Clark. He's a good guy that can get upfield, but over a period of time, they looking at it like, hey, we double wham block him, and we getting up there. Now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, my guy A-Lou, he had hit me up when Osa got paid, and he said that was a mistake, and I want him to express his concerns about Osa. It's been 6 games in, and Osa, to me, been quietly having a good game, but also quietly been having a terrible situation too, because I've seen him getting Peter rolled and moved all around, and his run blocking, or his run grade, not blocking, but his run grade's been abysmal. And I'm going to get A-Lou on the phone right now, because it's what I do, and then I got $100,000, and then I have actual factual. So those are the next 3 callers. A-Lou from the 304. You're live on the Nation.
Hey, Law. My gosh. I hate to say it, man. But yeah, he getting packed up, you know.
Yeah.
If you watched him, even the past 2 games, even with the Jets, He getting packed up like he a little 3-month-old getting ready to go to his granny house.
Right.
Pack his ass up.
And hey Lou,
put him on the shelf.
And hey Lou, this is you not saying, hey, I'm right. This is you.
No.
This is you. Cause we all want the Cowboys to win, right?
Yeah.
And this is not you
definitely.
bragging, but this is you just saying, hey, Law. Hey, I said what I said.
But seriously, this is the biggest issue that's out there, and that we have is simple as this. We're running this Tampa 2. Everybody knows the Tampa 2 is outdated. This is an outdated defense. It's a bland defense.
Yeah.
They're making it simple, but it was already simplified. They just can't. It sounds like it's these new generation type of players that don't want to talk to each other. That's what it sounds like. I don't understand the difference in communication breakdown between now and Dan Quinn's defense when you have the same players.
Right.
You have the same players, maybe one or two here or there, but the core is the same players. But somehow we have an issue with communication. But what's bit us in the ass is that they play hero ball. You see Osa jumping from one hole to the next. Pause. He's jumping from one side to the next, but he's getting packed up and rolled up, doing that, trying to play hero ball to make a play. Mm-hmm. So, I firmly believe, this week, if we can't play sound defense and take care of your assignment, like all they're going to do is run option on it. They're going to run option on us all day. And they're going to put up another 200 or 300 yards on us on the ground. But until we actually commit to, drafting defense, this will be, it'd be a lost cause for the next 2 to 3 years. Because offense is good. Offense is good. As long as we have our starting.
Hold tight. I got
line.
Son of John with a great super chat.
Son of John, $10. Before the Emperor's reveal of being the Lord of the Sith, referenced Star Wars Emperor Palpatine, and he, JJ, looks like him. Jimmy Johnson would have cracked the whip on our defense. No excuses.
You ain't lying. I do like Jimmy Johnson, the ability to be on both sides of it and letting people know I'm the head coach. Yeah. For some reason, this team look like they got two coaches at all times. You got the defensive coach, and then you have the offensive coordinator, which is the head coach here. And yes, it seemed like two owls, man, and we need to be unified in one way. But what else you got, Lou?
At the end of the day, if we can't stop the run, it's going to be a long day, and it's going to be a high-scoring game. I got 42-37 Cowboys.
Come on with it, man. Cardiac Cowboys.
It's going to be tough.
I know. We're going to win. We're going to be victorious. It's just going to be one of those days, man. Appreciate you for calling in, Chief. Thank you.
For sure.
Yes, indeed. That's Lou, y'all. Lou. Without a doubt in my mind, I think that we're going to have one of those years where we're going to compete real hard at the house. I think we're going to win every game at the house. I'm banking that we win in every game at the house. I'm hoping and banking that we win every game at the house. Offense too damn good. That means you can hear your cadence. We run faster on turf. I'm thinking of all the things that can gear us to the positive aspect, to the point they even asked Schottenheimer, hey, the sunlight going to be out. And I wish Schottenheimer could just go to the Jones and say, hey, I get it. The aesthetics of the stadium is beautiful. Put the damn curtains up, Jerry. Come on with it, man. And just forget to bring them in. The aesthetics already look good. They had a concert there and they had all the curtains up, right? We don't need to be talking about let's map out where the sunlight going to be from a satellite image projections and all of that stuff that he brought up this week. Just close the curtains, man. Yeah. But I got from the 201, not 50 grand, not 60, but I got my dog 100 grand with the plan. What's good with you, man?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Listen here, man. We gonna win this weekend, man.
Okay.
We're gonna win this weekend. The game is just it's too important. And to be honest with you, Washington just fall right in our hands.
Yeah, they got everybody
They
hurt.
fall right in our hands. And it's not the fact that they got everybody hurt, Lord. They don't throw the ball down the field. They just run the football. So they already come into the game one-dimensional.
Okay.
Because they don't really throw the ball down the field. Jaden Daniels just run the football, man. And little short dump-offs, and they try to just make yak out of that. I feel like we're going to come out and, you know, being that we got CD back and we got Turpin back and we like 5-6 deep at wide receiver and the tight end is doing this thing, and everybody talking about the running game fell off a little bit. That's because you don't have those. Now you got your two dogs back at wide receiver. That's going to open that running game back up like it was before.
It will.
So he's going to go right back to getting 7 and 8 yards a carry, because what they going to do? All right, man, we can't have them do the deep ball.
Come on with it.
They're going to focus on them. So that running game is going to be on. And everybody who talk about Blue, watch Blue turn up. Why? Because he's going to be able to run. Those lanes are going to be open because they're going to be focused on CD. They're going to be focused on Turpin. They're going to be focused on what's my man, Flournoy. They're going to be focused on those boys. So that's going to open up the lanes for the running game.
Right,
man, we're going to put up like 30 points. We're going to put up like 30 points. We're probably going to put up 30. They probably gonna get somewhere around 17, 18 points.
Hold tight. I got a super chat from Son of John.
Son of John, $10. And when I think more about it, I hate to be serious about this, but it is really true that Mr. Jones looks and acts just like the Emperor, Star Wars. That's all I will say. I won't troll.
Hey, don't spoil me with a good time, man. Keep trolling. Son of John says Jerry Jones look like the Emperor of Star Wars, and definitely gonna create a. I'm going. Keep talking. I'm going to Chat GPT now to create a image of that. But yeah, he ain't lying.
You know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But again, I feel like we're gonna win this game. Get into second place. Law, the Eagles are going to stumble again. I really feel like they're going to lose this week, Law. I feel like this losing streak that the Eagles is on is going to continue. They're going to lose to Minnesota, and they're going to lose to them Giants again. So this is an opportunity. If we can beat, we're going to beat Washington. We can beat Denver. You know we'll be in first place. If the Eagles lose these next 2 games and we win our next 2 games, you know we in first place because we had a tiebreaker because it'll be that the Giants beat them twice. We beat the Giants. So we had a tiebreaker. That'll move us in the first place, and watch how this all shifts around in about these next 2 weeks. How all this is going to shift around and we're going to be in first place. Law, you heard it from me first.
All right.
I'm telling you right now, where we will be in first place 3 weeks from now. I'm telling you that right now. And don't we play Arizona. We play Arizona after that. We will be in first place getting ready to play Arizona. We got a chance to take this division and put a chokehold on it. Because would you imagine if we beat Arizona and we turn around and just beat the Eagles?
Hey, man.
We have first place secure.
If that happened, 100 grand. I got a hoodie for you, a Cowboys hoodie, 'cause I know you don't wear jerseys. If that happened, hey, I got something for you, bro. I got something for you, man. I appreciate you for calling in.
Now, we will be in first place 3 weeks from now.
3 weeks from now, I'm talking Donkey Kong type of stuff. When we play Arizona and them, we're going to be first place. So let me know the score prediction again for today. For this week, and we get things going.
I got us 28-17.
All right, 28-17. Come on with it. That's 100 grand with the plan, man. Appreciate you for calling in.
All right, bro.
No doubt. And this picture and this illustration is presented to you by Son of John. Yes, indeed. So we got Jerry Jones as the emperor. You know, let me know, Darth Jones. Yes, indeed. First place, 100 grand is saying that we will be in first place, man. So, and let me see what else. Boy, that AI is something real, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? Jerry! With the Trump neck right here. Dang, boy, they got Jerry over here, boy. Yeah, y'all see Jerry. Shout out to Jerry Wayne and them, man. And that's from the Son of John. Appreciate you. All right, I got my brother from another mother. No other. Don't look like Danny Glover, but keep it cool with us. Actual, factual from the 919. What's on your mind? Talk to me.
What's happening, Law?
Not much.
Last time I was up here, I couldn't get everything I wanted to say out because everybody, you know, but I'm going to try to get this thing right here.
Come on with it.
Everybody said a lot of stuff that I was saying. And I had, first of all, I want to give a little shout out to the Soul Goddess because when she talked about Eberflus talking about cooking, about the grits.
Yeah.
Eberflus, he's cooking our grits. He's cooking our grits with the defense. And what I'm concerned about is you know, against Carolina, Bland, 8 to 10 yards off the man on a 4th and 3. 8 to 10 yards off. I want to know, was that Bland? Was that playing? No, Bland no better than that. It's 4th and 3. 4th and 3. Even if it was the coach and part of the playing zone, I'm getting up on that man. So I mean, some of it is scheme, some of it is players know better. I also want to say this: Wilson don't need to be playing cover zone. He don't need to be no free safety. He needs to play strong safety. That's his strength. He needs to play like a linebacker sometime, but play strong safety like Dan Woodson used to play sometime. When you put Wilson out there as a free safety, he's a liability. Also, I want to say this. I wish that we would have kept Al Harris. Al Harris had these DBs in order, and they loved playing for him, and we wouldn't have had this problem. Al Harris is over in Chicago now. But if we would have kept Al Harris, he should have been the defensive coordinator. But
all right, two information that's received is that Al Harris do not seek or desire to be a defensive coordinator. He like being a position of coach, and that's where he really want to focus and emphasizes on the ability to train and teach these guys his wisdom and knowledge of the game. That's his desire. Yeah.
And I agree with all that. And I wish he would have stayed, or either what was the deal that he left Dallas, because he was really liked by the players. Even the back office, they were talking about him being more of a engaged coach and everything. I always heard good things about him. So what was it? More money? We didn't want to give him more money. But if Al Harris is there, that was the main thing that I'm focusing on. We wouldn't be in this predicament. If he would have been there as the DB coach, I think he would have had some influence on Eberflus as far as this situation.
No doubt, but in closing, yeah. Go ahead.
You said something earlier about Siobhan Revel.
Right.
The 919 is North Carolina. I used to go to East Carolina and see him play.
Right.
And I believe that he's a good DB. And I believe that they drafted him because they felt they could coach him up.
Right.
And that he could be a viable player for us. Now, I want to say this, because I got so much and I don't want to sound crazy like I did last time. The final score, I believe, is going to be 42-37. 42-37. But then again, I think depending on if we can control that running back that they got, Merritt, it could be 35-27. But I want to say this: it's very important that Pickens and CD get at least 10 catches or 10 passes thrown to them, because it's very important that that passing game be influential in opening up the running game. Against Carolina, we ran the ball on first down quite a bit when throughout the season we were passing the ball on first downs. And that passing game opened up the running game.
Yes,
so,
indeed, man.
Let's get back to playing the way we were supposed to play. And that's why we had some questions about the play calling against Carolina.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you so much, actual, factual, man. Let me hear you say it, bro.
How about them Cowboys?
Yes, indeed. That's actual, factual, man. All the way from Carolinas, man. Appreciate his thoughts, man. 42-37. I think 3 other people said the exact same score, right? 42-37. So I'm thinking that the multiverse is reaching out. Somebody's going to score 40 in this game. Shoot, somebody's going to score 40. And yes, in closing is a remark that was coined by the great Uncle Charles. He called in to the shows and he would say, in closing. And then we kind of like Skywalker and I, of course, we had to use that to wrap up conversation. In closing, in departing, So when we say in closing, that means get your final remark, man. Punch it the best way possible, man. Leave your jabs out here. Here's what I know for sure. Everybody, man, that calls into these shows become household names, man. I bumped into a guy yesterday, and he was like, yeah, man, I like the fact when actual factual calls in, and then he was just telling me how, funny that conversation was. Big Amish. Somebody mentioned Big Amish. So when we are out here, you guys become mini celebrities yourselves. And I'm not saying that I'm a celebrity, but it is for what it is. Toxic Tom is a household name now, right? But speaking of that, I got from the 580, and then I have the 206, which is MJ. Then I see the 860, which is VIP. But let me get the 580 on and jumping. This is Derek G. Talk to me.
G? What's up, Law?
Not much, man. What you got?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. It's your world. Yeah. It's your world.
Can you hear me, Law?
Yeah. We all can hear you,
Hey, man.
And turn me down in the background. Yeah. Turn your radio down. Come on with it.
How many points do you think this offense will be able to put up with Lamb back?
Can you hear me now? Yeah. We all can hear you, turn me down in the background.
I think we can put up 40 points, but you got to turn me down and turn you up, I guess. Hello.
Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me?
Come on with it, man. I got VIP from the 860 from the hotline of the lounge of the VIP, man. Talk to me, man.
Law, what's wrong with your boy? All right?
I don't know, man. It was Washington insider. They were trying to scoop up all of the information, man. Yeah.
Well, look, I want shout out to Queen Goddess. Queen Goddess, I want you to hit me up. I know you're around the way.
Hold tight. I got a super chat.
Cali Cowboy $9.99. This super chat is brought to you by, in closing, rolling on the floor laughing.
In closing, appreciate you so much, Cali Cowboy. VIP, what's good with you, man?
Laura, I love the opportunity that you give these people, because some of these, some of the Slurpees of the world never heard their voice over a national scale. Laura, you know me, I've been in radio for a minute, so I really didn't need the extra push. But I love the love anyway, love. But I want to say this, Laura.
You a household name now, man. You a household. Everybody know who VIP. My PR hit me up the other day. Hey, that VIP guy.
Yeah, shout out to your PR team, man, because they showed me a lot of love. So shout out to your whole PR team. I want to say this, Laura. Like, I think, you know, we moved from hopium to opium, and Laura, I see us, as much as I love us, I see us as a 500 team, Laura. And it's just me putting real lenses on, Laura.
Okay.
But with that being said, I still think we can win our division. Our division's not out of reach, but what I want some of our fans to just think about, you want to take this defense to the playoffs? You want to take this defense to the playoffs?
No way.
All I ask. So Laura, that's all I ask, Laura, is that we go make some moves, Laura. We know what holes that have to be filled. Jerry, you have until November. When is the trade deadline? November 3rd or something like that, right, Laura?
November the 4th. The 4th be with
I need something popping off before the 4th.
Yeah.
You see our holes, and as much as I love this, I'm gonna say this to my guy Trey. Trey, you're giving them reason to let you go next year. You are giving them all the ammunition they need.
Right.
They was already on your ass over the summer for not training with them.
Yeah.
Now you get a concussion at home.
Yeah. At the
I
crib.
love Trey.
Yeah.
That's my guy. But Trey, come on. We need all hands on deck right now.
Yeah.
We can't afford this.
Yeah.
So, Laura, I'm going to be easy. I just finished shopping. I got to go put the food up, Laura. But I definitely want to tap in and let these people know, Laura, that Laura, as bump us being a household name, Laura, you don't know the circles that I hear from, and the high-ups that I hear from. Like, yo, that Laura, I'm going to give you, my guy from the breakfast said, you are official. He taps into you now, so you have opened up more avenues than you know, Laura. And you know, Laura, regardless of what avenues open up, Laura, I'm riding with you. You heard? Like this thing that we got going on, Laura, is bigger than this.
Yeah.
So anything you ever need, Laura, you already know, like whatever Mukasa Fukasa. If I got plugs, that's your plug, Laura. And I want us to take that ideology as fans to the streets.
Well, come on down November the 21st. We have Ditch Day. It's going to be Cowboys versus the Eagles week. And we supposed to have Gilly the Kid and Wallow. You know, I'm going to have all my talking points. I just want the playing field to be kind of like, I still want us to be close, and I want to be able to break them. So all of those Eagle fans, if y'all in that area, come on down. Got my guy VIP. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to catch a plane not out to Cleveland, but out to Love Field Airport. Come on down, man. Sure. Yeah. Come on out, man, and we gonna show them how we pop off over here, man, with the champagne bottles and the Alizé. Come on with it, man. Come on with it.
You already know, Law. A little thug action. All right, Law. You know I gotta get out of here, but how damn Cowboys. I ain't a killer, but don't push me, Slurpee.
Yes, indeed. That's Tupac right there. Ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at you.
We was once two brothers of the same kind. That boy said, quick to holler at the hoochie with the same line. That boy dated now, you know. I don't think people say hoochie anymore. But shout out to my guy VIP, the reincarnation of Tupac, and Tupac everywhere. Tupac never left. All right, I got from the let me see, make sure we got Phil, we got JP, and then we have my bad, Phil and JP. MJ, man, you live on the Nation, man. What's good with you?
Bro, you always he's skipping over me.
Man, I'm saving the best for last, man. Save you in the middle, man. I know you finna deliver some good stuff, man. So I want to put you in the middle of everything.
How about you do some bad stuff? No,
yes, indeed.
You know what I told you. Shout out to my dog, VIP. But I don't have no confidence. I know the offense will score, but we can't get cute because we just could have kept passing. Even Nate, because Nate a running dude. You know, I listened to the break. Hanging with the ball, and Nate like, man, he said, I wish they just would have kept on, because they would have kept on, they would score 40. But he got cute. And they wasn't getting no pass rush on you. Come on, Shadi. If we can't run, just throw the damn ball, man. Because they're not getting it, 50. If he throw 50 times, he's going to have about 500 yards and probably 7 touchdowns.
Yeah.
This ain't the old Dak when he throw for 50 and be trying to, come back. No. Don't do that, please. And then the teams are showing you how to run the ball. When you at 23, you run the sweeps, man. Stop trying to run that, man, them stupid counters. Just throw
your best teams, MJ, are teams that can do multiples. Matter of fact, your best teams out there, they can run 4-3 and 3-4. They can show you one thing and give you another.
Thank you. Look what you just said. I was gonna tell you that. And then please, I know she say Mozzie. No, Mozzie really don't want to play. Mozzie's showing y'all when he pushing that guy back. Oh, man, I don't care. The young kid was playing good. Then they put him on the bench. It's like you making the dude hot and cold. It's like I got Law playing, Law in a row, and then I break up his roll and I sit him down for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Now he's back cold again. He got to start back all over to get in rhythm. That's why he getting his butt whooped that time. Man, I would come out first half, 3-4. I'll put that big 93. You go right over something with you bull rush and like number 90, 95, and 97 eat. Because you can't block them one-on-one. Now you can't double block them. You see what I'm saying? I'll start 3-4, and that's how you're going to cook. And that's going to throw the Redskins off. The Washington off. And then, when you have to put in the coverage, you keep I'll play one linebacker, and then I have 6 and 14 down low to cover the tight end and watch the halfback. And my corner's playing buffer run with the 2 safeties over the top, just on 3rd down.
Yeah.
Damn. Think like that.
And that's a brilliant plan. But man, since I got a lot of people in here, MJ, here's what I'm gonna say with this Jay Toya and Mozzie. You can't develop 2 of them at the same time.
Pick the one you want to develop.
Pick one you want to develop, move on, and keep it moving. And since you just drafted Jay Toya, you use him as your guy as a developmental piece, and you go out there and you bring in a big body that can't stop me for the 9-8 got to sell 1 million copies type of big boy that you put in this particular defense. I think that would be the Cowboys' way. But trying to develop 2 to come in behind Kenny Clark, it's kind of like, hey, when teams see that, they be like, I smell fresh meat, and they smell that fresh meat, and they running at them boys, or they running on the other side, knowing that these guys have limitations. So that's what I'm looking at. Yeah, in closing,
In closing, I'll give you 2 scores real quick. If that quarterback run for 80, 90 yards, 100 yards, we losing 48-41.
48-41. You got hey.
Now if they stop that quarterback, we'll win 41-38. Still pitiful.
Still pitiful, man. Hey, I'm not gonna dog you for picking us to lose in this game. Anyway, they could be reverse psychology, man. Either way, I know where your heart at. I know where your heart at, bro. Yeah. I appreciate that. Thank you for calling in.
I want to win, but that defense, I never seen a defense. This is the worst defense I've ever seen in my life.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you for calling in, Chief. Yeah, it's MJ, man, from the 206. I thought about it. I was this close to saying, from here on out, I'm going to pick the Cowboys to lose every game, And if we win, at least I can say, damn, I was wrong, you know what I'm saying? Opposed to me saying, dang, I was wrong on us winning. But any psyche that can work, man, we just find ways. Like, I don't know if this because we follow the team so closely, but we are the team that find ways to lose. Like, it'd be the craziest way a team can lose and it'll be our way. Like, God, dog. Or we find injuries or we find crazy things to happen. So, I mean, if he can find any psyche points to get us going in the right direction, I'll take that. But with that being said, man, before we go a little bit further,
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
I have a specialized promo for you guys, Game Time for Your Mind. If you are looking for some tickets and an unbelievable opportunity to get to these type of situations, especially what's going to happen on October the 19th, which is mean they got tickets at $19. Yeah, this weekend at the Texas Stadium or Arlington Stadium, you can find tickets as low as $19 with Game Time. All you got to do is download Game Time and let them know Law Nation sent you, by the way, and they are one of our premium partners, Game Time. Be sure to check it out. Now, it may be a nosebleed seat, but take my word, anywhere that you sit at the game, you will see it. You know, they got big screens everywhere. They may have $20 to $30 hot dogs, but at the time, you can move around and say, hey, this is my first time at the game. There's people nice enough. If the score is right, you can move a little bit closer. I'll never forget one of my first time at the stadium. I was way at the nosebleed, and the score kept on creeping down. And I said, let me move a little bit down because somebody just walked away. And all of a sudden, I was damn near at the field, you know. So come on out, download Game Time, and let people know that the Commanders versus Cowboys, that's okay. We going to still win the race. Game Time. Go and get your tickets. And also, when you download the app, you can check out more than just Cowboys. They have everything and anything available for you at this app. You can even go to other concerts if you're feeling a certain type of way. But that's Game Time for Your Mind. And speaking of that, I got the next caller on the line, and it is from the 423 Phil. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by Game Time.
Law, let me remind you of something that I mentioned to you a while back, and I'm going to use that to bounce off of.
Come on with it.
You remember I told you with those defensive ends that I was afraid that we had a bunch of puppies, a bunch of cubs instead of having tigers or real full-fledged dogs. Now, I believe those guys have a future. I believe that they're going to be good players down the road. But they were being blocked by tight ends and wide receivers in this last game. And our defensive tackles were being double teamed. That wears them down. That's the reason why they were struggling in the third and the fourth quarter, because they're getting wore out because your defensive ends can't get home, and they still being blocked by tight ends and wide receivers. So yeah. I would really love to see us make an aggressive move. I know that Jerry's not really running the team. I really believe that his son is running the team, and he tends to be a little bit more conservative about spending that money and spending draft picks. But, man, we got 2 first-rounders. We could use at least one and go and get a guy like Mad Max or Trey Hendrickson and put him. I would like to get both of them myself, even if I had to give up a 1 and give up a 2 to get both of them on the team. Yeah. I think that if we had more pressure from that outside, you think about it, we got 5 defensive ends, but we only have 5.5 sacks from those defensive ends. Right. That ain't gonna cut it.
It's not. And then on top of that, Phil, you're right. You smoking. You coming in with some great energy. They are not, since what happened last night, Steelers versus the Bengals. They're not entertaining no more trade conversations. They want to see what Joe Flacco and company can do, because they think that they turned a new leaf, and they're playing for their coaches, and they're playing for the mindset that they are still within reach. But if they were to lose last night, then they would still have that fire sale for. So for right now, Trey Hendrick's son is no longer on the trading blocks, from what it was told. But keep cooking.
Well, let me say this. Let me throw out some more. I mean, you got Kayvon I think his name
Thibodeau.
is Thibodeau up there. Yeah, for the Giants. He's a great player, defensive end. Probably wouldn't take a first to get him. You got Bradley Chubb at the Dolphins. The Dolphins probably gonna have a fire sale here pretty soon.
Right.
You got a couple of guys that would make a tremendous impact that you probably wouldn't even have to give up a number one for, that could make an impact on this team. But what I'm saying more than anything, the guys that we got gonna wear them defensive tackles out. If they keep getting double teamed, somebody gonna get hurt, gonna be out for the rest of the season between Osa and Clark. And that's going to be a tragedy when that goes down if we don't give them some relief with some more experience. We need some dogs that can teach them puppies how to hunt. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I'll let you go.
No doubt. Great call, man. I love the energy, Phil. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Doc.
Yes, indeed.
Appreciate you.
Yes, Phil Henderson, man. Phil is my father because my biological didn't bother, man. Come on, who remember that song? You know what I'm saying? Let me know who rapped that song. But shout out to Phil, man. I'm going to have to call him Uncle Phil at this point. And Phil is right. When I was looking at, like, the tape and I was looking at the impact of what Trey Hendrickson brings to the table, oh, my God. Don't y'all know that he got double the productions of anybody far as pressure on this team? Double, not half, but not just a little bit over, but double the production far as pressure. He already, I think, let me see if he had any sacks last night, but he had, and this was like the day before yesterday when I was looking at just his stat and total body of work, and I was sitting there like, man, this dude already got 4 sacks for the season, 8 solos. He's bringing in 23 pressures. The most pressures that we have from our edge rushers is right at 12 or 13, right? And as far as 14 hurries, the most hurries that we got on this team, believe it or not, from our edge rushers are like 4 or 5. That's crazy. And hits on the quarterback. That means that after the quarterback throw the ball, you still give him a little rub. You still give him a little feel here and there. And he got 5 of those. What you want to do as an edge rusher, every time you come off of that release, you want to touch the quarterback. You want to whisper in his ear or say something. Say, I almost got you. Your ass is grass. I'm coming to get you next time. I'm going to get you, sucker. You know, you want to make sure, and you don't want to help the quarterback up. You want to harass the quarterback. You want to let them know that I'm coming, and you're going to feel it. It's going to be all over you. Pressure in the face. Yes, I'm harassing you all night long, all night. You know, all night you want to be able to deliver the pain. And for the life of me, we are not doing that on a consistent basis. Quarterbacks are getting too happy. They got calm feet. They can go through their progressions. That's not how this game should be played. And he didn't play last night. Appreciate you, Webster. But he's not on the trading block. All right, so it is for what it is. Cowboy Nation, because I think Trey got a hip pointer or something like that. But the Cowboys, we really need to figure out a way to create that chaos. We do. And maybe at home we can do those things. We do know that at home we tend to play a whole lot better overall. So hopefully that could be the situation. So our boys are making business decisions. I hope not. All right, I got JP, man, from the 971. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
What's happening, family?
Not much, man.
Yeah, boy. Hey, I come to save your soul today, man. Over this weekend, if you let me.
You come to save my soul?
Yeah, I'm praying for you, man. I'm hoping everything good with you. Yeah, I'm praying for you, man. Y'all be catching feelings when I call up here, and then you have it. But
what's your point?
I don't know, family. Is Washington? Is that defense? Everybody there on deck?
Say again if. You're not making complete sentences here. What are you saying? What are you getting at?
Is Washington healthy on defense?
quite sure they are. I don't see anything that's in the report. They have Siobhan Revel. They have Payne. They have the DB from last year that they picked up, and they have the other guy. So yeah, they pretty much good to go on defense.
Okay, all right. If this is a close game, and the offense pulled that stunt that they did last week, I'm gonna be pissed. And you will hear from me again talking shit about the offense.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm gonna give them a pass for last week. They better come out with some plays at the end. If this game is close down in the fourth quarter with 6 minutes or 5 minutes left or 10 minutes left, they better go down there and score. And they better not go away from Pickens because he's been hot for the last 3 weeks. I want to see how creative Scotty is this week because Cowboys will be playing against a good defense.
Right.
And I want to see how well they do.
Mm-hmm.
And you be catching feelings when I be telling you the truth. And I understand, I respect your decisions. But I know you from Natchez, and I know y'all catch feelings over there. So me from being from Brookhaven, I know that I gotta protect you. But don't you go if I call you back this week and you catch feelings on now, so the offense need to show up. We know the defense is going to have issues, but we need them to show up when we need them.
So how many points should the offense score so we won't catch any feelings?
They're going to need to score at least 28. At least 28 this week. But they gotta figure out a way. They gotta figure out a way how to win those games when it matters. I know the defense is gonna be shitty. We already know that already. But the coin flips on both sides. There's 22 men on that field.
Don't you know that's the only team in the National Football League that someone can call in and say, my offense got to at least score 28 points, when the average amongst all NFL is anywhere between 17 and 20. So you want us to do above and beyond average so we can win the game. And if we don't do that, then the offense is to be down.
No, see, the problem is you get mad when I state my issues with the offense, and I respect your decision. But if the defense, we know the defense is going to be shitty. They're going to be giving up first down. They got to stop Ertz. They got to stop these guys. They have to. They're going to, when the Dallas have the opportunity, when this defense buckles down and shuts them down and punt the ball away or get a turnover, I want to see them do something with the ball. I don't want to see no 3 and outs. And stop giving them passes, Natchez. Hey, we're not babysitting these guys. I ain't putting my feelings out. I ain't giving them no more passes at all. I know how you feel about that. I got my feelings, but look, make it happen, fam. We're in the middle of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Go out there and win these ball games. Hey, and you got 10 games left after this week to get to the playoffs. 10 games. You got to score points. The game last night, Aaron Rodgers lost that game, but they was gutting it out. Both defenses was shitty on both sides. Both defenses. But when the Bengals made a play, they got the ball back. They did it. The Bengals defense was shitty too. They came back and they got the ball back at the end for them. And Bengals went down there and they won that game. Hey, but Aaron, it was a good game last night. Now because Cincinnati, they went down and Flacco showed up. The offense showed up for the defense. Hell, the Bengals defense was shitty.
Are you implying that if Flacco was on this team, he would show up and show out, opposed to what Dak Prescott is saying? That's what you implying. That's what you just implied.
I'm saying that. You don't understand what I'm saying. I'm saying that even though the Bengals defense was shitty at the end, and then Pittsburgh went down there and scored, and then the Bengals say, okay, well, let's buckle up and go down here and win. They showed up when we need you. That's what I said last week. Show up when we need you. Everybody want to catch feelings when I say this, though. But when you turn around and the offense goes 3 and out, the Bengals didn't go 3 and out last night. They went right down the field. They scored a field goal, and they won that game. The offense showed up when they needed. Show what we need. Y'all catch feelings when I'm telling the truth. Look, them boys get tired out there on defense. I played defense my whole life. High school, junior high, college, all that. Show up when we need you. We get tired, fam. We get tired covering receivers all day long. I play DB. Show up when we need you on the offense.
Well, it seems as if, though, the defense needs to step it up and not have 7-minute drives. But I appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling in.
I love you. Hey, Brookhaven in the house. Hey, check out the Fina JP show. I'll be on in about a few hours. Hey, give him a shout out. Fina JP show on YouTube. Hey, I love the show. I'm just hollering at you. Brookhaven, hollering at Natchez. And we got you. 10-4 in the 100 meters.
No doubt, man.
Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me?
Granted, the Bengals needed to win that game. And here's what I wanted to say. If the Steelers won, it would have been, hey, look at the great Aaron Rodgers. That's how Dak Prescott should play, right? Look, Dak Prescott is a veteran, just like Aaron Rodgers, boy. And Dak Prescott should be able to will the team just like Aaron Rodgers, right? But by the Aaron Rodgers losing, man, look at what the Bengals are able to do. Joe Flacco, he's a real quarterback. Look what he was able to do to drive that team down there and able to win with a field goal, you know. Yeah, man, boy, you can't make them. I can't make this stuff up. I can't. We got the #1 offense in the National Football League. The other team get paid too, is what I'm trying to get at. So at the end of the day, it's not like there was apples to apples, by the way. Not like it was the apples to apples. And Bengals did a good job of winning that game. I'm not going to take that away from them. But Aaron Rodgers did throw how many INTs did Aaron Rodgers throw? Can somebody help me out? Help me. What was Aaron Rodgers? What did he do in that game? Help me. Can somebody put that in the chat? Jackson said he threw 2 INTs. If he don't throw those INTs, do the Bengals win that game, by the way? So you got to contextualize all, not just a few things. We need takeaways and turnovers. And I get it. Donovan Wilson last game, he did have a takeaway, which right in his hands. But we sure could use another one. Boy, I'm telling you. All right, I got from the 626. You in the mix. Talk to me.
Law. Thanks for taking my call.
Appreciate you for calling.
What about bringing up Winfrey this weekend and letting him get some snaps at defensive tackle? And then I think it gets down to real basic what we have to do on defense this week, Law. I think we need to load the box up, stop the run. We definitely have to have a spy on the quarterback, and we just go one-on-one outside. We're getting beat deep anyway, so that's the only way we're going to have a chance in this game. And I got the final score at Dallas 35, Washington 33. Thank you for taking my call, Law.
Woo! Yes, indeed. Appreciate you. Cardiac Cowboys in the building. 35-32. I'll take that. It is crazy that in order for us to feel good about a win, we got to score 30 points. 28 is not enough. 27 is not enough. 27, 28 is not enough. It's to these type of games, whoever make the most mistakes lose in this particular situation. Or probably whoever got the ball last. That's just how it is. I'm not beating the Cowboys up, but it's just for what it is. Whoever got the ball last with enough time, by the way. And whoever make the most mistakes is going. All I need for Washington to do is make 2-3 mistakes quick. That's how crazy this game can be. That's how efficient. Don't y'all know how efficient the offense? If the Washington team make 2 mistakes or 3 mistakes on their own side of the field, that's 21 points. By our Cowboys offense. But how crazy this is. If our offense make 1 or 2 mistakes, it's damn near impossible for us to catch back up from those 1 or 2 mistakes. A quick 3 and out. A ball batted up in the sky and the opposing team run it back and get it to their side of the field. A big kickoff return. A big punt return. It's hard for us to recover. I don't think people understand that. We got to be without a spot or a blemish. We like carrying the Ark of the Covenant. If you touch it, you die instantly on the spot. There's no intercession. There's nobody that can speak in between. Y'all remember the Old Testament when they had to tie a rope around the leg and the highest of the highest priests at the time, or the holiest of the holiest, had to walk in. And if he walk in and they stop hearing that bell as they shake the rope, he dead. That's us. We got to be perfect to go in. Put a rope around the Cowboys, put a bell in it. That's where we at. Ain't that right, JP? We can't get in our feelings. I was reading, whereas it's not that light doesn't like darkness, but it's light that can't coexist with darkness, because any small beam of light takes away the darkness. The same could be said. It's not like the grand creator don't understand the sin, but any sin within the confines of the grand creator eliminates it, right? Disappears instantly. Can't have it to exist instantly. So that's why I say without a spot nor a blemish. Don't touch me yet. I have yet to ascend. Woo, come on with it. You know, boy, y'all think y'all can get that word today. But you got to understand the cause. None of us is perfect. And especially any of these guys that's out there on the field going to be perfect. All we asking for the defense is, can y'all be a little bit better? I get it, the 32nd rank. But can y'all at least be the 28th rank? The 25th rank in some categories? Playmaker said Dak going 325 yards, 3 touchdowns. If he have a 3 and out in any of those sequences, it's a long day for us. That's how crazy it is. That's how crazy it is. Son of John. Appreciate you for your super chat.
Son of John, $5. Now listen to law. Close them doors. I said close them doors.
Close them doors. From the 972, you're new. You're live on the nation. Talk to me.
Yo, Law, can you hear me?
Hey, all is well. Can't complain. I can hear you.
Awesome, man. Let me first say, you have an amazing show you do with those other guys on the Cowboys collectible. That show, that's really, really good.
Oh, yeah.
Check that out.
Appreciate
you,
awesome Cowboys.
But let me tell you something. I mean, if anybody looks at the film and they see the defense when they play zone, I've never seen so, I swear to God, just on one, I was looking at some of Okoye's tape, on the show, and I've never seen so many, not just open, but wide open. Let me ask you this. Can you cuss on this show, or is this a family show?
Oh, man,
Because this coordinator's making me want to cuss, man. This coordinator. And see, what people don't realize about him is that, yeah, he was a Bears coach. But you know what I found out, and what really, I was like, oh, my God. They had the worst record when they were leading. Somebody should look this up. When he was a Bears coach, I don't know how long it was, for maybe 2-3 years, whatever it was. When they were leading, they had the worst winning record. It was ridiculous, Law. It was like 1 in 50. I mean, it was crazy. It was like, and the fans knew it, the Bears fans, and it was very deceptive because it was a combination defense, offense, special teams that messed it up. But the thing is, you look at that play last week, that fourth and 3. He's playing 8 yards. He's trying to bait a quarterback that's almost a effing rookie, okay?
Right.
That is just horrible. Why do you do that? You play that guy, you play him straight up, and you get down on downs, and you get the effing ball, and you win the game. But he's trying to be cute and pretty with a linebacker who now. For people are saying that, see, and this is the other thing about that scheme, is that not only did he have to worry about that zone, but he had to worry about a zone to his to his left. That's why he hesitated. It was the worst thing to put on such a player, to put on one linebacker to try to knock the ball or get a pick six or whatever. That's just a microcosm of what shit this guy has done. Now, I'm not saying the players aren't bad, because they are bad. But when you had a horrific scheme, I mean horrific. This is a horrific scheme. When you add this horrific scheme to some not so good, if the players are so bad, then how did they were 7-10 last year. Now it took them a while for them to understand, what Zimmer was doing.
Right.
But God dang, man, this guy is like, and this is the other thing. I know Sky made this point that,
right.
This is so true, that you look at Schottenheimer, confident, aggressive, powerful, and then the defense is completely different. They're playing back. They're like, sure, get a 40-yard, chunk play on me. They're completely opposite philosophy of what the offense is. So just from that standpoint alone, fire his ass. Get him out. I swear to God. I think anyone, if you played man on, now I know they're not getting pressure. And if you don't get pressure, then man on man, because you can only guard somebody for so long, man on man. Right. And you're going to have big plays, but you got to change stuff up. You got to blitz. This dude is like, he's like ramming his head into a wall. He's killing us. I mean, this guy's awful. And I know that, and I mean, why do you have Wilson playing in space? You never have him play in space. You have him play on the line. You have him like a freaking linebacker. You don't have him make a decision. And, I mean, it's just, it's.
Get it off, man. Go ahead, get it out, man.
I mean, I'm saying all this and watch them have the best game against, because I'm telling you something, man. They got to look at the film last year. I tell you what Zimmer did, he befuddled this quarterback, and I'm telling you, and they would have won again. And I don't know if you remember, but the second game at Texas, or not Texas State, but AT&T, he was awful. Yeah. They took him out and they put the backup, and the backup quarterback is the one who won the game, because he wasn't going to win the game, and I'm sure that's why the coach took him out, because he wasn't doing shit against Zimmer. They need to employ whatever the hell they did. Because, I mean, think of what they did last year. They went to the championship game. And this guy, in Washington, when they lost, he was awful. Now, of course, we had Parsons. We had Micah Parsons.
Right. And close.
Pressure.
And close, yeah.
But it was the scheme, man. It was the scheme. This guy did not know what to do. He befuddled not only him, but the play caller. He befuddled the offensive coordinator. And I'm not saying that's going to happen this time, but I'm just like, man, I mean, stranger things have happened. But when you make Wilson, the bench quarterback for the Giants, look like Joe frickin' Montana, 500 yards. Yeah. You're giving 500 yards to that quarterback who is frickin' washed, who came in 2 games later for 1 play and grounded into the grass, couldn't even throw a pass. And you're making this guy the NFC offensive player. I mean, guys, you got to look at this. I mean, and I mean, people that look at tape. And
most certainly.
People are being
what do you have? What do you have for the score before I let you go?
Man, I'm just hoping they win. I don't know about the score because I don't want to jinx it. I'm kind of superstitious with stuff. What do you think, man? I mean, you're gonna predict the Cowboys lose until they win? Is that what it is?
No, I said that earlier, but I already got my score out. I think we're going to win 34 to about 27, something like that. It's going to be a close game. Hopefully we get the ball last and we pull one off at home. I think that we should be able to move the ball. It should be one of those type of things. 34, I'm feeling like 34-27 or 34-28-ish. Yeah.
If they win, and like what you said, if they win, I'm going to make this, because I'm very superstitious, I'm going to make this a habit. I'm going to call in every Friday if they win on Sunday.
Come on with it.
Thanks, buddy.
Appreciate you. Thank you. Good call from my guy. All right, he was the last caller in the queue, man. I did got AI Tisha. I asked her what's the issues with the Matt Eberflus. What are some criticisms that's been out there? And she came up with a report. And let me see what we got here. AI, come on with it, Tisha. Come on with it.
Here are various issues, criticisms, and problems that have been attributed to Matt Eberflus, or Matter Eberflus as you wrote, as a defensive coach, or previously as head coach, along with supporting context. Some are more recent, some stem from his tenure in Chicago. Use these as a basis for analysis or discussion. Key criticisms and issues communication. Breakdowns, miscalls, busted coverages.
Okay.
The Dallas defense under Eberflus has been flagged for poor communication between defenders, which has led to blown assignments and open receivers. Reports indicate missed calls in both the run and pass games, and many explosive plays allowed as a result. Cornerbacks and other players have publicly voiced frustration about receivers running wide open due to coverage errors. Scheme, coverage, over-reliance, and predictability. The defense has employed heavy zone coverage. Reportedly, 87.2% of defensive snaps are zone, the highest in the NFL under Eberflus. Man coverage is used very little, around 7.9%, which some critics argue is a mismatch with player strengths, particularly when personnel, cornerbacks, are more suited to press or man coverage. Because the coverage scheme is so heavy in zone, offenses sometimes exploit the soft spots in the zones or cause confusion in rotation. Inadequate adjustments, especially in critical moments. In late game or crucial situations, there have been miscues, e.g., on a 4th and 4 late in a game versus Carolina, a slot receiver slipped open due to late rotation. Critics argue Eberflus has sometimes failed to adjust strategy mid-game or make better situational calls, from commentary and fan criticism during his Chicago tenure. In Chicago, he was criticized for clock management and late-game decision-making, such as refusing to call a timeout when it may have mattered. Lack of defensive identity, e.g., identity crisis. Eberflus has admitted, in press statements, that the defense is still working toward an identity, which critics point to as something that should have been established prior to the season. The Landry hat. His identity admissions sometimes look like he's uncertain what defensive style best fits the roster. Talent fit, personnel limitations, and roster misalignment. Some criticism focuses on how Eberflus's scheme may not match the strengths of the roster, e.g. defensive backs better in press/man than zone. The defense has struggled particularly when having to compensate for weak pass rush. If the edge rush is not getting home, the heavy zone scheme leaves corners in longer coverage. Trading away or losing top defensive players, e.g. Micah Parsons in the Cowboys context, has been seen as exacerbating the problems. Accountability and self-reflection, or lack thereof. Historically, Eberflus has been accused of deflecting blame onto players. They didn't execute, rather than acknowledging coaching errors. In recent coverage, some see improvement in that he is now taking accountability or saying that nothing is off the table for change. Sport DFW, poor defensive metrics / results underperformance. Under Eberflus, the Cowboys have been giving up large yardage, poor third down defense, high opponent passer ratings, etc. The defense has ranked near or at the bottom in many major categories: total defense, points allowed, third down defense, etc. In Chicago, as head coach, his team struggled. He was fired mid-season in 2024 after going 4-8, in part due to poor performance and game management. Time / experience in head coaching role versus defensive coordinator. Some observers note that transitions from defensive coordinator to head coach exposed weaknesses in his management of all phases, including offense, clock, game flow, etc. As a head coach, sometimes his strengths, defensive orientation, couldn't cover for weaknesses in other areas. Media / messaging / public confidence. His mid-season statements, e.g. about identity, roster constraints, have drawn criticism, as fans and commentators expect clarity early. Some see inconsistency in his messaging about accountability, thereby feeding uncertainty.
Damn, girl. Oh, all right. Well, that was the research that she compiled upon all of the information, and it goes on and on for even further. And there's no need for us to kick that dog anymore. And Peter, that's just a reference of a phrase. I'm not kicking any dog around here. You know what I'm saying? Down, boy. Yeah. So, identities, the crisis. Before we go into making sure that we got everybody's super chat, let me know if I missed out on anyone. And where Eric Overhead, young boy, y'all didn't block him, didn't y'all? That man was paying some good money earlier. He said he was gonna make it rain. Make it rain up in here. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, Eric. Let me get something, man, so I can get something. Let me give me a steak, little tomahawk. Members for 50 months, man. Appreciate you, DC for life. That's a long time. 50 months, man. Civil level 1. I really appreciate you, man. Thank you. Toxic Tom, appreciate you. I didn't think that she would ever stop talking. This is from Verde. I mean, me either. I thought that that she was gonna go on. I like, dog, can you say anything good about the fella? You know, but Jerry, boy, they got that toupee on there really good this time, don't they? Shoot. Shout out to Jerry Jones, man. No offense to you, but it's your birthday week too, so salute to Jerry Jones. Hopefully we can get something going. And he says Eric spent all of his $20 and it bounced on him. All right, let me make sure before we depart, man, I really thank each and every last one of you all. I love y'all to the moon and back. Keep in mind, shout out to our proud partners, man. I just want to be able to also showcase this one more time for those who just not tuning in. Game Time, the unbelievable experiences that you can get and get tickets in advance for $19, man. That's a really nice option there. Dallas Cowboys tickets starting at $19, and then even they have the previous ticket situation that you can look back upon and see, okay, this is where the average range is at. But Game Time, appreciate them. The cheapest, it went up $1. It's $20 now. See? So be sure to hit up Game Time and get your tickets before it's too late. Cowboy Nation. With that being said, all of the things that we done here is not by chance. It's not by mistakes. It's not by those situations. Heading into the final minutes of this show, I just want to let y'all know I really appreciate you guys. For those who agree with me, for those who disagree. Cowboys on this beautiful Friday, I want us to be successful. And in the chat, shout out to you, H.G. Wells. Appreciate you. Reynolds, appreciate you. Thank you and your father who played in the National Football League. Well, we family, boy. I remember some of y'all talking points. Sean Gilmore, appreciate you. DC for life, appreciate you. James Simmons, appreciate you. Seabass, appreciate you. Had to get more Five Guys. Ooh, that's what I'm going to do today, Five Guys. Tell them to saute my onions, man. I need the onions on there. And if you can, always eat the purple onions. They are the real ones. Oops, I'm talking too much. Jesus Christ. Save 915. Appreciate you. Thank you. Or Jesus. However y'all want to say it. Verde, I love you over there on Facebook. I know you sharing this to all of your people over there on Facebook. Yeah, I know you are, Verde. Long time supporter. We really appreciate all of the Facebook book watchers. Well, Toxic Tom, they do say the prize fighter continue to swing even when they're down. I think Clarissa Shields versus Muhammad Ali daughter is going to be a fight to watch. I can't wait to see that whenever they come up with a time frame. Now, if I'm Muhammad Ali offspring, I would probably sit this one out. The youth is where it's at. But they say that prize fighter continue to swing even when they're down. Shields ain't nothing to play with, regardless of her antics. That sister right there, she got a little bite to her, boy. She. Soul Goddess, appreciate you for calling in. H.G. Wells, appreciate you again. And what is going on with Stephen A. Smith, Sassy A. Smith? I'm hearing him on all political airways, as if though we're not tired of hearing him in the sports arena side. Like, come on, man. Stephen A. Smith, somebody tell him to sit down somewhere. He talking too much. All over my Instagram. Cowboys, we got to be victorious this weekend. Put one foot in front of the other. Layla Ali got to chill. This is not 09. Yeah, she... She can't be going through menopause and then try to fight. Come on, Layla. Come on, sit down, man. That's a young man's sport or a young woman's sport. Good Lord. How about Clarissa versus Alicia? Don't do me like that. Y'all know Alicia, my girl. But y'all need to check out my other girl, Chicken. She's going to be fighting. She's going to be fighting this weekend. Come on with it. This is what I said. Sucker A. Smith. Sassy A. Smith. I don't know. Did she agree to fight? She don't need to fight, though. No way. How about the Cowboys big Amish? Y'all. But neither here nor there. Cowboys better fight this weekend at home. And I can't stand the Washington team at all. I remember way back when they had Sonora, or however you say that man's mouse. He was catching everything. I can't stand the Washington team. I remember when we was trying to get to the postseason, or it was a postseason, whatever it was, 8-8, 8-8, 8-8. We had to beat the Washington to get in. And my guy Tony Romes drops back and he threw the ball. And I think Coakley or somebody, whoever, Landon Fletcher, my bad, not Coakley, but Landon Fletcher caught that pick six, stiff arm Murray all the way into the touchdown. So let's figure out a way to beat them boys. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it. To work day and night to get up your time, your peace, and your sleep. It was Santana Mouse. It was one of them mouses. Santana, Sonora, Randy Mouse. Hey, at some point, I was thinking, Dramatic, let us just pick up a guy last name Mouse. Maybe they can work for us. But if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, plan for it, lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply, just simply go after the things you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope in that confidence, and stern pertinacity. Neither cold poverty or the famish of fame, sickness of body or brain can turn you away from the things you want. If dogged and grim and besiege and beset, ain't this right, Jose?
$19.99.
Let's get it.
Cowboys 38-27 Redskins.
Woo! 38-27. If that happened, Jose, I got something special for you. Got something special for you. Yes, indeed. If dogged and grim and besiege and beset, with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation, you will get it. Pierre Garçon. I remember him. I remember he killed us. Yeah, he did kill us that year. But let's get it. Pierre!
Tell him run it up. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip this.
Tell him run it up.
No sleep, no rest.
Turbo button turpin'.
But first I stretch. Tell him run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip this. Tell him run it up. No sleep,
and
no
now
rest. Crash,
it's time
but first
to
I
roll. I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone. What we tell them?
I'm number one up on that court, I'll make me great.
Yeah.
The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy.
Can't call all lazy, baby. Peace, love, and fish grease.
6 rings like MJ.
Come on, baby. Shout out to your OS. Tyler. Yeah, there we go. James. Bear 24. Stretch. Oh man, did y'all hear that news? I got. It's a damn shame what they did to that bird, though. Dallas, baby. All right.
One false move, find yourself there getting buried.
Come on.
Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games.
All right.
Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain.
Not mine.
I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex on down that check. No trip this, tell her run it on. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell her run it on. I wake up, flex, thumb down that check. No drip this, tell her run it on. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Tell her run it on.
When your team is getting demolished like that, I sit up here, I swallow a lot of what I know. And a lot of what I know is what I'm starting to see right now. That's why this team is awful. You're not good when you get embarrassed like that. And why the hell do we have these benches with heat uniform in a damn stadium? It is the dumbest damn thing I've ever seen in my life. We took them to Dallas, they embarrassed us.
Bring them benches.
If we take those to another stadium, we have to be the laughingstock of the damn internet.
Yeah. Yeah. Bring them benches, man. Where them benches at? Come on with it. Y'all didn't think I had that in my Rolodex over there. I can't stand them Washington team. All right. One more time. What Big Simple at? Big Simple. I know you somewhere watching. Big Sambo.
When your team is getting demolished like that, I sit up here, I swallow a lot of what I know. And
He's
a lot of
swallowing.
what I know is what I'm starting to see right now. You're not good, you get embarrassed like that. And why the hell do we have these benches with heat things for them in the damn stadium? And it's the dumbest damn thing I've ever seen in my life. We took them to Dallas, they embarrassed us. That if we take those to another stadium, we have to be the laughing stock of the damn thing.
Now, so the cocaine part, when did that crack come into play?
When your team is getting demolished like
Sounds of soft souls and hits and oldies. And another one. Yeah. If your name is on this list, I really appreciate you. If your name want to be on this list and you can't afford to get on this list, we still appreciate you. Nevertheless, the best way to support the nation is being an HBO. What's the HBO? Helping a brother out. They're sharing his content, subscribing, and also promoting by letting people know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. Wherever you go, whatever you do. Boy, I need somebody to hype me up on this Friday. What AI t-shirt to hype me up? Baby, I'm gonna have you to hype me up. Hype me up. Throw that thing in a circle.
So far, if a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far. So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly,
come on with it.
Fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on.
No doubt, sounds of soft souls and hits and oldies. Come on with it. The growl. And remember,
you have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says,
come on with it.
I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're going to
You never know who you're going to meet. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Hype me up. The longest outro in the land. The longest show content creator in the land. Yeah. Really? Hype me up, baby. Come on, AI.
10 strong reasons to hype up Law Nation Sports. Perfect for promo decks, sponsor pitches, or social captions. 1. Built from the ground up, powered by the people. Law Nation Sports is an independent media powerhouse created organically through hard work, consistency, and community.
Yeah.
No corporate backing, just pure passion and authenticity.
Oh, yeah.
2. Massive audience reach. With 140,000 plus YouTube subscribers, 95,000 plus Facebook followers,
Come on
and
with it.
40 million plus monthly impressions,
Come on with
Law
it, baby.
Nation Sports dominates across every major platform.
All right.
YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X. 3. Voice of the people, trusted by Cowboys Nation fans.
Yeah.
Don't just watch. They trust
right.
Law's breakdowns, insight, and energy.
And remember,
He represents the authentic pulse of the Dallas Cowboys fan base, combining film study with fan emotion.
come on, girl.
4.
Keep going. Keep
Elite
going.
production quality.
Yeah.
From live streams and film breakdowns to professional interviews and live events,
Mm-hmm.
Law Nation Sports delivers TV-level production with an authentic community vibe that sponsors love.
Yeah.
5.
Come on.
Highly engaged community comments,
Right
live
there.
chats, and
Right
fan
there.
participation are through the roof.
All right.
Every stream and video becomes a conversation with thousands of passionate fans,
Okay.
not just a broadcast.
All right.
6. Proven sponsorship ROI. Brands like Frenkel and Frenkel, Sweet Beet Vodka,
All right.
and Turtle Beach have already benefited from direct fan engagement and measurable traffic through Law Nation promotions.
Getting money, huh?
7.
Come
Event presence and real community impact.
on. All right.
Law Nation doesn't just stream, he pulls up in person.
Pull up
From
on me.
Cowboys 𝗕𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗞𝗜𝗡 to Ditch Day, Dallas watch parties, Law Nation connects online audiences with real-world experiences.
All right.
8. Deep football knowledge plus entertainment law blends
Yeah.
serious football IQ with entertainment and personality, giving fans education, analysis, and excitement all in one show. 9. Multi-platform expansion with Law Nation Sports. 2.0, Clips Channel, Law Nation Beard Co.,
All right.
and new collaborations. The brand is scaling fast, reaching beyond football into lifestyle, business, and culture. 10.
All right.
Nothing but the best.
All right.
Energy. Every video, stream, or event carries Law's signature tagline and energy. Motivational, community-driven, and unforgettable. Law Nation isn't just content, it's a movement.
All right. Shoot. What you doing a little later on? You hyping me up like this. All right. Hey. Sounds of soft souls and hits. Oldies. To the edge. To the edge. All right. What we tell them?
So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll find a better one, yeah. Susceptible now, before the moment flies. Ooh, so tell your good lies, 'cause I'll find a better one. Ooh, susceptible now, before the moment flies. It's not a problem.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Nothing can stop me.
Nothing can stop me.
Are you shitting me?
Addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way.
Come on.
I follow.
All right.
No need to say.
Oh my goodness!
Where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all.
All right.
So
We tell them.
good lies, 'cause I'll find a better one, yeah. Susceptible now, before the moment.
Shout out to you, Jay Bursing.
So tell your good lies.
That's where we hold them.
The longest outro in the land. All right. Happy Friday. Put TGIF in the chat.
Please come home.
What we got, baby?
I got beans and bologna.
Come on with it. All right, as I take y'all home. Y'all know we got about 2 more songs. Come on. Y'all ain't doing nothing else, man. You know, I got the kids over here. It's fall break. It's Friday. And let's go. What we tell them?
And they understand the cost that is involved. There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna lead together.
We all gonna lead
There's 1,000
together.
of you tonight, and those that are watching. It's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, I'm challenging each of you all down here to give a $20 seed. But I need everyone
We
standing
slap
up
it,
here
that's what they
with
say.
me to plant a seed of $100. Because again, it costs to sit up here. I got you. And this is what I need you to do. If you're giving electronically, or even if you're giving tangibly, Bring them baskets. I want the baskets up here. I want to see the folks. Y'all start moving. Y'all can bring it right now. Come. Even if you're giving tangibly, just put your hand on the. Take your phone. Stick it on the. It's my turn. On the bucket.
Come on, choir.
Giving is worship. Giving is worship.
Shout out to you, Lacey Williams. Yes, sir. Ghost Face Gaming.
1,000 people need to give $20.
Uncle Charles, we gotta leave with you, Uncle Charles.
Need to give $20.
What we tell him, Uncle Charles, for this Sunday?
This is an easy miracle. We should be able to raise $40,000 tonight just from y'all giving.
On any given Sunday.
That's it.
Depend on you. If you win or lose, you know you got to pay some dues to live on Monday. Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Let's get on up out of here. Until next time, DC for life. Not for short. We need defensive backs. Big back, big back.
Nobody does it better. They can come closer than close. Take the money out, all of it.
It's an evil world we live in.
Until next time.